So, shenanigans. Welcome back. Last we left off, you were shipwrecked on Stormwreck Isle. Given a task by Renara, the dragon lady, who wanted your help protecting the island from a threat from within. You made your way to an observatory and found out that a young blue dragon was trying to raise the spirits of the long lost dead other dragons of Stormwreck Isle. You successfully quelled his search for these spirits by destroying them. And you said goodbye to everyone, including your turtle friend, Fast Shell, Mr. Shell, and boarded the Dawn Treader on its way north to Neverwinter. So, shenanigans. You find yourselves on the open ocean, Stormwreck Isle to your back, beginning to sink into the horizon. It's a brand new day. What are we doing?
Do we know, did we meet the captain in the Dawn Treader or anything like that? Or did we?
Yeah, the captain, so as you guys boarded the crew, the captain met you there, and shook y'all's hand and said, it's just a short, little day or so voyage. About day and a half, depending on the swells, to get to Neverwinter. If you need anything, reach out to him. He's like a half-orc, tall, muscular dude with a beard. Has like a kind of like a pilgrim hat on with like a feather in it, with like musty robes, with a saber at his side, and you see him occasionally just spurting around in the captain's quarters and everything. Yeah.
Are there any other passengers on the boat other than us and the crew?
There are a handful of people on the boat. It's just a cargo ship, merchant ship. It's kind of like a skeleton crew. There's maybe like 6 or 7 other people on the ship besides the captain. And there's most of the hold, as you've seen by walking around a little bit, is filled with boxes and crates and skins and whatnot, and sacks of things. It's just kind of like find where you can to sleep because they weren't expecting y'all to come along. Yeah.
So do we get a long rest in all this?
We'll say that yeah. So it took you a couple more days on the island before you got taken. So everyone does get a long rest because when you leveled up, you got a long rest now. Yep. So all the conditions are gone.
Does that remove the exhaustion?
When you do a long rest, it should automatically remove all conditions. So you guys wanted to split up some stuff.
Yeah. So I'm gonna look at you guys and say, hey, we have all that loot we have from the dragon. We should split it between all of us before that dirty orc takes it from us. And I tell you, we should find somewhere secluded so that the rest of the people don't see us split up all this treasure.
Where do we need to? Where do you want to go?
We gotta find somewhere to go first. We should look for something. Look for a secluded corner of the ship where there's not many people so you can divvy up the loot.
Wouldn't that raise suspicion?
The brig.
You know, just a group of people just like...
Hey, there's a half-orc on this boat. I'm already suspicious.
Let's just go down the hall.
I'm following you guys then.
The hall it is.
As you guys begin to make your way down the stairs toward the galley to kind of go towards some quarters or you can kind of get away, you hear a lot of rabble-rousing. You hear a really, if you want to play that song.
You get the same tape from I'm kidding.
And you see smoke wafting around. You kind of walk down into, and there's smoke hung in the air. The smell of cigars and pipe tobacco is in the air. And you hear music playing. You hear and see a bunch of the handful of the crew that's still there, kind of having like mugs and like tossing them together and like clapping and stuff. And you see this short individual standing on a table, tapping their foot and jumping around a little bit, playing a lute. So would you like to introduce what you look like and all that?
So, I am, my character's name is Kirk Mackwood, not Mickwood, Mackwood. There is a difference. But it is I'm a Kender bard. He's got kind of like these green, hazily eyes that are big as emeralds and shine in just about any situation. Only stand about 2'7", so very small. I've got pretty long, curly red hair, almost as red as what you would see on a flame at the base of a campfire, so like super dark red. I'm pretty young too. I've got pretty basic entertainer's clothing, really colorful and glammed out. And the lute, I guess you could say, resembles more of a banjo in size and shape, but it's still a lute. And then, yeah.
So as you're playing for everyone, and you're kind of just like getting to your groove, and everyone's kind of tossing a little bit of coin here and there. I'll roll to see how much you actually collect here in a minute. Roll me a performance check.
18.
Okay. Okay. You're just getting into your stride of things, and you see the party, the other individuals, kind of like coming down the stairs, coughing a little bit of the smoke, as they're coming down. And it's newcomers, you've seen them around on the ship before, since you picked them up. And they're now joining the fray of everything. And they're new individuals with the possibility of giving you coin. So what do you want to do?
So, as I'm doing this, I want to use one of my, what is it?
They seem to be trying to skirt around everyone to try to find somewhere quiet. Somewhere secluded to go.
I want to use my enthralling performance.
Okay.
Which I'm going to use it on the wizard, because he looks like he's wearing some fancy clothes. I'm going to use it on the dwarf, because he's small like me. I know dwarves carry coin. And I'm going to use it on the rabbit. And for that, I need you three to make a wisdom saving throw,
Oh my.
Why am I saving myself?
which is a DC of 14.
I passed it. 18.
14.
Nat 20 plus 1.
Yeah, an 11.
Okay. So the wizard is now charmed.
Oh wait, that was saving throw?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, just kidding. I got 14. Haha.
Damn.
Meets it, beats it.
Beats it.
So you start to play, and you turn your attention to this party of ragtag individuals coming down the stairs, all shapes and sizes, and you strum that chord that you know is just gonna hit right, and they look at you, and they kind of shy away and continue on their path. They intrigue you a bit.
Yeah. So I'm gonna keep performing through this bit with the crew as I'm already gathering coin here,
Okay.
and I'll inquire about them after.
Okay, that's fine. The coin you got was 2 gold pieces,
Okay.
7 copper, and 4 silver. Yep. So as you continue to play, the rest of the party skirts around the group of rebel rousers,
We're down here.
and
Yeah.
and you find a secluded corner, just like there's a wall of the ship that kind of it's not a door, but it's just like a little. It's like an alcove that's probably about 8 or 9 feet across, like square. That's just empty where y'all can go. It's probably a good place. Everyone else is kind of paying attention to the bard, doing his thing, and y'all can have your conversations now.
And I say, kids got talent, but I'm into hip hop. I'm into the old folk metal, if you will.
If it's not dwarvish, it's not right.
What are those?
So,
How about this gold?
I look at you guys, and I say, alright guys, we
Chat.
made a lot of money.
Chap, that's for you.
Oh, thanks.
It's for that quip.
I say, we made a lot of money. Okay. We had 10 platinum, almost 10,000 gold, close to 3,400 silver, 10,800 copper, 5 diamonds, 5 blue quartz, 5 jasper gems, a single pearl, a ring that we have no idea what it's about, a token with a skull, 2 stone tokens with heads, I don't know what those are for. Potion of lightning resistance, 2 potions of water breathing, 10 health potions, a homebrew item, a pan flute, and a bushel of mushrooms. I would recommend the money we all split 4 ways.
Fair.
The money and like the diamonds and stuff.
Well, if it's okay with you guys, since I gotta kind of keep you guys alive, if one of you goes down, like Mr. Birdbrains over here, I'm gonna need the diamonds to bring him back to life again. So if I can hold on to the diamonds, it'd be nice. I need it as a focusing crystal.
Gotcha.
Okay. Fair enough. I'll allow
Yeah,
it.
no.
But the 5 blue quartz and the 5 jasper and the single pearl, do what you will with it. I don't have any need for it.
I mean, we can divide it all up.
That is awesome. So cool. So for the money, we each get 2.5 platinum each. So it'd be 2 platinum, 500 gold. If I'm not mistaken, right?
5 gold.
5 gold.
Platinum is 10 gold.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah.
Not 500.
Okay. Aw, damn.
5.
So 2 platinum, 5 gold each.
Yeah.
Which honestly, if you want to, just add 2,470 gold, because it's 2,465 gold as a base. So 2,470 gold, 2 platinum.
Okay.
Wait, I'm confused now.
Instead of the 5 gold, or did you already add the 5 gold?
I did not add.
Okay, 2,470 gold. We found 9,860 gold in the Dragon Hoard.
Oh, okay.
1/4 of that is 2,465. So give yourself 2,470.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I kind of just like did the math and divided everything by 4, and I was like, okay, this is what I should have.
Right.
Okay, how much platinum do we have each? 2?
2 platinum each. Yes, sir.
So we found 10 total?
Yes.
Yes. Say again, how much gold? Sorry.
2,470.
So I'm gonna just. I want to see the difference of. You know, if you were saying like to convert, like it might be. Like people if it's.
So what you get, don't convert it. What you guys get is what you get, except for the platinum that you have to split in half.
Yeah,
I'll allow that. With the 5 split, double with the single platinum, but don't change whatever gold you have into platinum
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
or anything like that, or don't turn your copper into gold or anything like that. That's all
Conversions.
conversions. All the conversions are done at a conversion shop, money lenders.
So wait, it just stays at 2 platinum and 5 gold.
Yes. For a moment, but you should have 2,470 gold. Remember? I was just talking about this. We found 9,860 gold in the Dragon's Hoard.
Oh.
So it should be 2,470 gold because you add the 5 to the 2,465.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
2 platinum and all that of gold.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's where I was.
I've lost track of the gold then.
850 silver.
Wait, that's electro. How many silver?
850.
Must already had some money.
2,700 copper.
200?
2,700 copper. Yeah, all this in my inventory.
He loves math. It's my favorite subject.
Yeah. I'm a cleric. I don't do math.
So wait, like this. I've completely lost track.
So
Here, I'll put a picture of it. Maybe.
okay, so yeah, 850. That's right. That's right.
You already had 50 gold in there.
You should have
Yeah.
50.
Okay, yeah, gold you need to add. So it's 9860 divided by 4, so that's 2465 plus 25 platinum, right?
No.
Two
No.
2
platinum,
platinum, 5
Well,
gold.
no.
5 gold.
Well, no, I mean,
Plus 25 gold, yes.
but 2 platinum equals 20 gold.
Right, but
So-
you should just have 2 platinum because the platinum weight's different than the gold weight.
Yeah.
So you should have the 2 platinum and then
5 gold.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, so 2 platinum, 5 gold, and you already had some gold in
You get 50.
there. Okay, so if you already had
255? 255?
255. I just put it.
2 platinum and 55 gold? That should be-
5 gold.
Five
5 gold.
Just-
Yeah, no, I'm saying
5
with the 50 that I had before.
Yeah,
that
the
you
two-
already had,
but-
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and then you add that 2,600 and something.
2,465.
That number. I'm not looking at it anymore.
I'm glad none of y'all are in finance.
Oh, poor Nick. Poor Burton. So add 2,465.
465, 850.
So add that. And then,
Oh, I don't have electric.
did you already
I'll put that
add
on
the
electric.
55? Because that's supposed to be 5.
No, I had 50 before and I had.
And then you added. Okay, you're good then.
Okay, there we go. That's added. Fantastic.
Cool.
Okay, so
and then the
that's-
rest of your numbers are good.
Okay.
That's the money distribution. Done.
And then, as a cleric, since I can already heal myself and most of you guys anyway, we have 10 health potions. So I think each of you should take 3 of the health potions, and I'll take 1. Okay. Is that
They
okay
were
with you guys?
regular ones, right?
Yes, it just said healing potion.
Where do we put that?
Inventory,
So we just
manage inventory, add, and then
And there's handouts that you can use.
Merry Christmas.
Ooh, goodies.
They're in front of you. Laptop.
Oh, wait. What is this?
Health potions.
Yes.
Oh, my.
I love that. I absolutely love that.
Oh, there's dice in them.
Yep. So all you gotta do is pop the cork and just dump the dice out, and whatever the dice is
That's how much.
what you get, but you always plus the amount of dice. So always for a regular health potion, there's plus 2 because there's 2 dice. So whatever you roll, plus the number of dice that you roll.
Nice.
Interesting.
Fucking right.
They were wedged at the perfect position, so
Oh,
that
yeah.
we're stuck.
You just gotta shake them up and dump them.
Yep.
Wait, what do I have 4?
Because 2 go to him. Oh, I don't know.
Here he has
Barn.
3.
So you should each have 3, and I should have
Oh,
1.
then I need. Oh, yeah, one more.
Yeah, you should each have 3.
My bad. So,
Um,
are these are potion of healing?
Yes.
yes.
Great.
Regular.
Potion of healing.
Regular.
Regular.
Nope.
Just regular.
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 No regulars. Pushing to go.
Just potion of healing.
Let me add it to my equipment real quick so that I'm not doing it after you guys. Equipment. Notes. Good. Okay. How would you guys like to distribute the 5 blue quartz and the 5 jasper gems and the 1 pearl?
So I only have superior, greater, or supreme.
Do you have it filtered?
No, he doesn't.
If you just type in potion of healing, it should pop up.
Or just healing.
Or just
I
healing.
did. I
He
only had
wasn't
great.
showing it.
Weird.
That's weird.
Did he?
Well, you have 3 on the table.
The diamond is worth 5,000 gold pieces.
Keep track of that if you want.
Oh,
Oh,
because it's a set to gear.
Oh, okay.
When I give you guys handouts, if you don't want to add it to your inventory, you don't have to, because then it might turn into I have 3 here, but I have 3 in my inventory. Do I actually have 6? I can't remember. You know what I mean? So it's up to you which way you want to do it, just so you can track it properly.
Okay.
Could you repeat that?
Huh?
Could you repeat that?
What?
I'm interested in the.
He's being a smart ass man.
Oh no, sorry. Since I give you handouts like physical potions,
Oh, if you have.
if you want to put it in your inventory, you can. Just remember that that's what it equates to, instead of I have 3 in front of me and I have 3 in my inventory and I actually have 6 or whatever. You know what I mean? So just keep track of that.
So just remember, you just have these 3 right here,
Yep.
and that's all you got.
Well, I had it already to my inventory, so I'm not sure if.
I mean, keep the handouts are handouts. You don't gotta.
Okay.
So I'm interested in the pearl, the token with the skull, and the ring.
Okay. Well, let's try and identify those. If you want to hold on to them, I'm fine with you holding on to them.
Alright, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me.
I want to
That's
identify
what I'm
them.
interested in.
We'll say with you guys being where you are, just kind of like that you've had a hold of them for a couple days. You may have already looked at them. So the token, that right there, no one knows what that is.
Okay.
That's not something that y'all know of.
That
It's
will
just
remain
something
unidentified.
unidentified for now, possibly. That ring is that.
Ring of telekinesis.
So whoever that goes to, it goes to.
Who would benefit from
Ring of
telekinesis?
telekinesis.
I don't need a ring of telekinesis.
I mean, if you want to give me shit, I won't say no.
I think it'd be perfect for either of you guys because he can fly and get stuff, but you being sneaky, you can steal stuff from a distance. Fantastic. You can just be telekinesis. I don't care.
Can I get more info?
Sure.
Rochambeau.
Sure, why not? I love things.
I love that.
And then
I'm
those,
just gonna wear this.
I'm not going to give a card out for it. Yeah, you can give that to him too. So hold on to that.
Ooh.
These, I only have 1 card for it. So it makes, they're sending stones.
Okay.
Sending stones, you can cast, essentially you can cast a message to someone within 25 words, I believe it is. So you basically use them like, kind of like walkie-talkies
Okay.
over distances. So whoever wants to hold on to one, someone hold on to another, or someone hold on to both, it's up to you guys.
I would like to hold on to one. I think since I'm healing you guys, I'll probably be in the front anyway, and if we're at a distance, it'd be good to be able to communicate with people that I can't see or talk to.
Touche.
And then the other thing that you find that I don't have a handout for.
I was gonna say since I fly, it could be useful for him.
It could be. What do you guys think about the other one?
Yeah, I mean that's fine because I've got like mind
Mind connection stuff.
connection powers.
The other item, there's 2 more. Whatever else you get, is there anything else on that list that you all have to talk about besides 2 more items? The flute and the other homebrew.
Potion of lightning resistance, 2 potions of water breathing.
Okay. Figure that out.
Yes. And then the gems. So the blue quartz gems, the 5 jasper gems, and the single pearl. Who would like what?
I'd like the pearl.
Take it, sir. What about you guys? What would you like between the blue quartz gems and the jasper gems?
The bird has no interest in them.
I mean, I'm down to just split it evenly unless someone needs it for something specific.
I took the diamonds, so I would say you both take 2 of each.
Wait, did you take all the diamonds?
Yes, because I need them to revivify anybody if they die.
Okay.
It's a
well,
reagent for me.
Alright, well, let me remove that from my inventory.
Imagine if I die again. This time not against
What are
the
the
dragon.
potions?
Okay, well, shit, give me all
2 potions of water breathing and a potion of lightning resistance.
Okay. So you say you took.
Okay,
all
here's a
the-
potion of resistance. It's got lightning stats on there.
Okay.
And then a potion of...
Water breathing times 2.
I'm not even sure if I have
I'd
it.
say water breathing for the dwarf.
I think I can always.
Since you sink like a rock.
Yes, I definitely do.
So you can, climb your way out.
Be helpful in that kind.
Unless you basically erode in water.
That being said, potion of lightning resistance might be good for the bird.
Yes. Well, it's not Pokemon, so we're not gonna be having type matchups.
Well, either way, you get your heart stops up 300 feet in the air.
I don't think my last party gave me back potion of water breathing. Someone's has it.
Okay. So potion of lightning resistance. I
Your
think should go to
rogue
him.
made off with it.
And then, so the potions of water breathing. So he's saying I should take one. Which one of you guys would like one?
Well,
I'm
you
trying
know,
to see if I can breathe underwater.
Well, as an elf, you probably can't, but I think there is a spell that
Yeah,
does that.
I'm
right?
trying to see if I have that. I mean, if. Oh yeah, I do have a spell. Okay, so yeah, give it to him.
Okay.
No more turtle. No more.
It's okay. You couldn't breathe underneath water.
I can breathe underwater for a whole day.
So it's a potion of breathing underwater?
Potion of water breathing.
Water breathing.
Yes, sir.
Same thing.
And then as for the gems, you guys are gonna split 2 and 2, and then 1 each for the rabbit since he took the pearl.
What's that?
I'm sorry.
So, you don't have
So
lost.
2 of each gem each, and then 1 for the rabbit
Yeah,
since he took the
It's
pearl.
for you all to keep track
me.
of yourselves. And
Yeah.
got handouts, so I'm gonna be able to get it out to you.
Okay.
Do we have the gems anywhere specific or just in other gear? Or at our custom item?
So a custom item. Don't put a price value or anything like that because y'all won't know that until you get them appraised.
Okay.
We have to do appraisals.
And
Yeah, you gotta find out what these things are worth.
I'm getting 1 blue quartz and 1 jasper.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, you said you were splitting splitting gems?
Yes. So you guys are each taking 2 blue jasper. And
Everyone?
then you 2 are taking 2 blue jasper and 2 was it quartz? I deleted it.
Blue quartz.
Blue quartz. And then he's taking the pearl and 1 of each of the other gems.
Two blue jasper and what?
I
blue
deleted
quartz.
it.
Blue quartz.
Blue quartz.
One or
2. 2 blue quartz.
Yeah, 2 jasper, 2 blue quartz. It's in the group chat. I posted the picture, so if you need to look, look it up.
I think I had.
We have a bushel of mushrooms, which I think Mert should take since he cooks for us anyway.
Okay.
You have a bushel of mushrooms.
And if we knew how, I guess we don't know how to make an indicate potions healing for them.
True. I have no idea. I can't do that. I can just try and bless you so that you don't get poisoned or anything.
One of your party tried to go find that out, but that person is no longer with you guys.
Yeah. Dang it.
Yep. All right, so that's all that besides the homebrew shit, right?
The pan flute. I don't know if there's anything we need to know about pan flute.
So the pan flute is, so you're looking at it. It is a relatively intricately carved pan flute. It has like open eyes carved into it and closed eyes carved into it and like music symbols and like little bits of cloud that are kind of carved. It looks pretty good. I can probably assume where that's going to end up going.
I was gonna
So
say.
So speaking of, as they're divvying all this stuff up or talking amongst themselves, could I try to sneak into the room that they're in without them
give me a
noticing?
stealth roll.
I need to finish getting stuff and stuff.
19.
Okay.
Yes, 19.
So you're able to get to the edge of the door and you're just watching them divvy this stuff out. None of you notice that he's at the door.
Damn it. I totally wanted to turn on. They were like, who the fuck is this?
he beat all your... Oh, so that's something else I want to bring up that I think I brought up before. Passive perceptions. I use a lot. For things like this, y'all are doing something. Passively perceiving something. He beat your passive perception score, so you didn't notice him. And if I have you roll perception and you roll lower than your passive perception, it doesn't make sense. So you get your passive perception.
Okay. Fair enough.
If you can naturally perceive something and you roll like a 2, it doesn't mean you go blind instantly.
Where am I?
And then the other thing that you look at is a little pouch, a little little leather pouch
Don't have to go.
that, opening it up, there's like this purplish powder inside. It's like specked with like this pearlescent, maybe moonstone dust or something. It has like, opening it up, and y'all have taken a look at it. Opening it up, you can you get like a serious waft of like delicatessen, like something. You start like almost instantly salivating.
And we got that in the stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I would say we give that to Merc.
I was going to say, yeah, that sounds like something Merc.
Okay, so you can add, search, add to inventory, dust of deliciousness.
No, I found it immediately.
Interesting.
Perfect for Merc.
Yep.
I'm going to...
See.
Wow.
What do you see?
I'm gonna ask with the flute. Any of you guys want it? You gonna play it?
I can't play it. I would say I can hold on to it if you want. We'll go to the next town. We can figure out what to do with it.
I'm not the best with music.
And he's got a beak, so I don't know how it's gonna go.
What?
Well,
You hear them talking about this flute and looking over it. Do you jump in or you just keep watching?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pipe up and just say, you know, that's a very pretty flute you got there. Do you mind if I take a look at it?
I'm gonna be like, where the fuck did you come from? Because he just snuck in.
You could probably throw pieces.
Oh my god, I'm not gonna try and kill the man.
You can sit close to the door. His face is
Having watched Mert die once and seeing that we've been ambushed, I'm gonna grab my hammer and kind of ready it. Like, what the?
yeah, I'm gonna put my hands on my daggers and tell him I think you can look but not touch.
Easy now, lads. It's not like I'm over here going to steal you for all your stuff. I'm just saying that's a very interesting flute. Obviously, I can hold my own when it comes to getting the coins. I couldn't care less about the coins, but that flute there, that's a very interesting flute.
Do you know anything about this flute?
And I'll hold my hand out as if to say, you want to pass it over?
Do you have collateral so we know we're gonna run away with my flute?
Well, we're on a ship in the middle of the ocean. Where do you think I'm gonna run off to?
I've seen you singing. Those men are charmed. Do something.
Let me get my firebolt
You know
ready.
what? And I'm gonna pull the dagger out of my backpack and hand it to him. And it's just a regular old dagger, but you would think, well, I would have to say that to me, table talk wise, it's holds great sentimental value.
Is that in your backstory?
It
It needs to be now.
it can be.
It's going to
It's going to
be. You don't have to write anything.
Yeah.
It's got sentimental value?
It's
Okay.
got
That's
sentimental
taking a
value.
note
I'm
of that.
taking
It's-
note of that.
Yeah, it's got sentimental
Okay,
value.
cool. Easy enough. I'll figure it out.
Do you tell me this?
No, I'm just passing you the dagger. It's old, it's worn, it's just a dagger.
Looking at this flute and looking at the dagger you're handing out to me, and say, "This is clearly worth more than that."
Do you not see the garb that I'm wearing? Obviously, this has some value.
I'm gonna look at the bird and tell him to stand in front of the door and close the door. And block him from leaving, and I'm gonna take the dagger and slowly hand you the pin flute.
So I'm gonna take the flute. I'm gonna look at it.
I was gonna ask, did any of us try to use the flute?
Well, you have a beak, so I don't know how that's gonna go,
I
man.
didn't say only me.
No,
You all
I can't
have
use it.
So,
Y'all have mouths.
what is there in this room? Like any chairs or stools or anything? Barrels?
No, there's small little little flour sacks that are almost empty. There's just bits and pieces of it may have stored something at some point, but during their travels, but they didn't have enough cargo to fill this alcove.
Okay, so it's just kind of empty.
Kind of empty a little bit. There's no door.
Okay.
There's no door, but it's kind of like a 3 or 4 foot half alcove back to the galley.
Would I recognize any of the symbols on the flute?
You recognize that there's roll me either an Arcana check or a History check. Your
Okay,
choice.
I'm gonna go for history.
Okay.
18.
In your travels, You have come across other bards. You've roomed with some of them. You've played with some of them, gone and gotten coin with some of them. And there's always like that want of enthrall that you've always strove for. And all of you always, obviously as a bard, you want people to love your music. But you know that with some of the people that you've encountered, some of the other bards, and the conversations you've had and stories around the fire, that sometimes people don't rely totally on their talents. They imbue items to assist in getting what they want. And you feel like with the way these things are carved, these open-eyes, closed eyes, and clouds, this may be one such type item.
Okay. I'm gonna keep looking at it. And
That's
then,
how you do history.
And then I want to play a couple of notes on it. Try just a short, simple tune on this
Okay.
pan flute.
Okay. Give me a second.
Yeah, that looked pretty good.
I'm scared.
What's good?
Because I've played wizardry at bars there. The tools can act just absurd.
That's the wrong button. Oops.
Okay. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oof.
Him?
Just
That's 4.
Roll a D1 then.
Okay, as you begin to play these notes, it sounds lovely. It sounds very welcoming, very soothing. Everyone feels their eyes begin to flutter. I need you to roll 8d8.
8d8.
Ouch. Here's 2 more for you.
Wait, only him?
Just him.
Oh, okay.
I have a feeling
That's a lot of
group
D8.
effect.
I was about to.
I only have 2.
Two fours, two.
For
Three
that,
fours,
it
two
doesn't matter.
threes,
Would you mind if I,
7,
Just do
Do
that.
you mind if I just went to grab some more drink?
Yeah.
4, 8, 12, 6,
18 plus
18,
7 is
25?
25.
What's everyone's hit points?
57.
32.
45.
I still have
Oh, you still have more?
2.
Okay, 2 more.
2 more? Yes.
Did this
Okay.
guy just kill us?
Let's find out.
I called it.
36 grand total.
Okay. What's your hit points?
32.
Okay.
Am I unconscious?
So you all start to, your eyes start to flutter, and you start to get like entranced by this, this playing. Even the couple notes that you do, it's almost an instant thing. And you all look over and you see Matthias just fall over and start snoring.
You got knocked the fuck out.
I'm a loud snorer.
Seeing Matthias hit the ground, feeling drowsy, I'm gonna stop what you're doing.
I'm gonna stop after the couple notes
Okay.
because obviously I'm also getting sleepy.
I'm gonna go over to Matthias and I'm gonna shake him really hard and wake up!
You wake him up.
Fantastic.
That was a beautiful song.
Would it be safe to surmise that I know where this item is now.
I think we all do.
By doing that, are they letting you keep it?
What's your name, kid?
Introduction's probably necessary.
The name's Kirk Macwood. And what's the band of jolly adventurers like you call yourselves?
Who wants to go for it?
The shenanigans.
Woo, shenanigans! I love shenanigans.
It's a very Irish.
I feel like it's the shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Oops.
Play that pan flute quite well. You made our wizard sleep, sir.
It was a good sleep. I haven't slept that well in so many
I don't
years.
think anything is immune to falling asleep with that.
There are some races that need to charm and sleep.
Could I say that it is Pan's flute, or that I think it's Pan's flute?
It is a pan flute. Are y'all letting him keep it?
He hasn't asked.
Yeah, y'all haven't asked.
Don't
I'm not going to
play
give you the
that
stats
again.
to it until it's
While I'm within earshot, please.
So I'm gonna pass the flute and be.
Hand you back the
Let me
dagger.
get my dagger back. Thanks. You best not be trying to play that, even if you don't know how to play it. I suspect that it's got some very powerful magic behind it.
I'm gonna look at you guys and say in a hushed tone where you can't hear us. You know, we could really use a bard in the group. This has this type of properties.
Where are you headed?
Well, headed north. You know, just north.
Any special reason, or you just farting
Well,
around?
I got my reasons. Not exactly willing to share with strangers at the moment, but you know, nothing terrible or bad or scary.
Hearing this, I'm gonna bring you guys in again and say, you know, I really don't trust this half-orc. Tell you what, if he can figure out, see if he worships Grummish or not, we'll let him join us. We'll ask him to join us and maybe give him food.
Maybe give it to him. Okay.
I don't know. I mean, he's not willing to tell us where he's going or what he's doing. I mean, why would we want to
He's
have him tag
being
along with us?
mighty suspicious.
If we can gain his trust, if he can give us this valuable information, because I'm this close to breaking it on that orc, I'm telling you.
If you do, we're not going to end up going where we need to go.
Well,
If he doesn't
Yeah.
worship Grumsh, we're okay.
Well, I'm not a
He's a half-orc, not a full orc.
half.
No, but the
The
captain's a
captain
half-orc.
is.
Oh, the captain.
He really doesn't like the captain.
I really don't like the orcs. So if he can give us this valuable information, I'm not going to go haywire. I can trust him. We can ask him if he comes.
This part of your
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Just
that your character has.
yes. Got it. Mert. We're talking about
Sending him on a special mission.
What do we
They
trust
don't trust
this man?
the bard.
So essentially, I pulled you guys aside and said we could really use a bard in the group. However, I don't trust the captain at all. He's a half-orc. He might wish for Grumsh, and I really need to know if he does or not, because I'm really this close to breaking a hammer off on his face. So if he can figure this information out, maybe we can give him the pan flute. Maybe we can ask him to join us. But I don't trust him. I don't trust this captain even more.
And you're
Asking you guys if you're up for it.
We're up for letting him sending him on a mission, see if we can find out some information, and then
If we can trust him.
possibly
Yeah.
seeing if we can trust him.
Sure. The cagey bard.
sure.
All right. I mean,
If he gets in trouble, it's on me, so I'm safe. My hands are clean.
I barely trust you guys, much less this guy. But I mean, I think you've proven in battle that you make wise decisions. So
In battle.
yeah, I'm willing to go along with it.
All right.
But I'm also willing to slit a bard's throat at any moment. So
Hey,
you
we
just
can't
let
be
me know.
connected, so that's okay.
I'll cut somebody.
I'll toss somebody off the window.
So what do you think, Matt?
Just know I have my firebolt primed. But sure.
So I suppose we should ask him then. So we ask you that question. But we don't mention anything about the pan flute or joining us yet. We just want to see if we can trust him.
Well, if you're so inclined, I suppose it's gonna give you a little, cost. I am an entertainer after all, and storytelling's part of my gig. And I'm just gonna hold my hat out a little bit and wave it just slightly.
I'm about to prime my firebolt even more.
And I look at you and say, I would pay you, but you haven't performed yet. So until we have the information, you can't get the money.
Okay, fair point. So,
I put down my hand.
little bit about me, I guess, is what you're asking, right? So, have you ever came across a Kender before? I'm proposing that you've seen many of ours, but Kender folk are very charming, shall we say. We're cute, we're cuddly, we only stand no more than 3 feet tall. But, I'm just trying to go north away from the Southlands, from where I am, from where I'm from. Mostly because I may or may not have a jilted lover that is looking for me.
Are they a half-orc?
No, they're also Kender.
So we were asking if you could figure out if the half-orc captain worship Grumsh.
Oh,
Thanks for the information.
Thanks for the backstory.
We did want to know about you too, but that's free.
is this information that I would know about the captain?
Probably not something he would have shared with the crew. Because you're not part of the crew. His crew might know. But you are also a passenger. So he wouldn't go out of his way.
Well, being as I'm not a part of the merry crew that's here, and shifty as they are, I just seek passage. I'm just a passenger just like you. I haven't really met or spoke with the captain that much, aside from the, couple rounds of songs and drink.
Can't you charm the information from him?
You never really needed to try, but I could, possibly. If I didn't use my try to charm you lot.
Oh, so we can't trust you.
I never said that. I'm telling you because, we're here, we're talking, you got a bird sitting at the door that looks like he'd make a very tasty dinner. But I've already used my one charm that I know that I have. I could use another one.
Tell you what.
I have a different charm spread, I do suppose, but that one's gonna cost you a lot. That one's a little expensive, yeah.
So what do you guys want to do? Because he's dodging.
I'm thinking about going and asking the captain myself. Because it won't cost anything.
Same.
So,
And then, go ahead.
so why are you?
So my character's backstory is...
I know. I'm not saying like.
Yeah.
I'm asking to the dwarf. Why are you suspicious about the captain?
Because he's a half-orc. Orcs worship
He
Grumsh.
doesn't like orcs.
I hate orcs and I hate worshippers of Grumsh.
It's yeah.
Okay.
And if he does, then
Yeah, I'm gonna probably lose it.
he wants to go and kill him, and then
Yeah.
we're gonna set adrift. And
It won't end well
not
for
gonna end
us.
I would say.
Back to the island.
That's a quick story.
Like, well,
I
next
would
week.
say keep your temper cool.
That's
It all depends on Grumsh.
Easier said than done.
I could just. I don't know.
So I look at you guys and I look at him and say, well, he was an honest man when it came about trying to charm us. So maybe he can help us figure out if he worships Grumsh on the way to Neverwinter.
Okay. Sure.
Sure? Cool, awesome.
Alright.
Yeah, I suppose. Why not? Boat rides can be boring.
There we go, that was easier.
That's easier.
What I gotta do.
So he's part of the crew now. Our crew.
Welcome aboard.
So who has the flute?
Wait, do
You
I have
have,
it?
you
Yeah.
have it? Okay, hold on to it.
Yeah.
So, as you guys converse, everything in the galley kind of settles down. Everyone's kind of had their food. People are starting to go off to bed. And y'all can do the same for the first night of the travel, unless y'all want to do something else. Do anything else? No? Cool. Like I said, you just find somewhere the crew has their bunks, but passengers just kind of find a place. If you all find a place down where you are, or lay in the galley, that's perfectly fine.
Does it have a crow's nest?
The ship does have a crow's nest.
Gotcha.
Okay. So you go over to the crow's nest, and there is a crew member in the crow's nest. And he turns to you when you fly up. Oh, Jesus Christ! What the fuck? I saw you around, but do you want to take a look out? Be part of the crew now, or why are you up in the crow's nest?
Well, I didn't know there was anybody here.
I mean, we gotta see where we're going, don't we?
True. Well, goodbye then.
Okay, bye! So, unfortunately, there was someone in the crow's nest. Yeah. But I'm sure there's some like hay and stuff or something that you can kind of like make a little bird's nest or something out of.
Is there an empty barrel?
There's no empty barrels. Everything is full. Everything that you see is all transport shit, or for the crew to have along their journey. There's really nothing empty. Everything's pretty much full.
Where's the captain at this point?
In his room?
Probably in the captain's quarters. It would be safe to assume.
Okay. Can I go talk to the captain?
He wants to know now.
Yeah, if you want to talk to the captain. So to the forecastle, underneath the forecastle is where the captain's quarter is.
Like here or here?
Nope. Yep.
Up
right
here?
there. On the main deck? Yep.
Up here.
Yep.
Okay.
What's
I'm
the
gonna
what?
knock at the door.
Yeah.
Captain, it's Jackson, one of your passengers. Just wondering if I could have just a second of your time.
Yeah, hang on a second. And you hear like rustling around and as he like opens the door, one of the other crew members, a female human, kind of like has like part of the bed sheet like wrapped around, just kind of like rushes past you, and he's just like throwing on like suspenders against like a bare chest and like pants. Yeah. Hey, little guy, what can I help you with?
Sorry to interrupt your...
She'll be back.
Strange question. Just curious. Do you happen to worship...
Grumsh?
Grumsh?
The fuck do you think I am, a fucking orc?
No.
I'm just playing. He like slaps down at you on the shoulder, and it's a little harder than you would expect, but he's probably a little peeved that you interrupted him. I mean, if that's all, I don't worship. No, that's more for the feral individuals. I worship the Wild Mother.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah.
That was it.
That was it. Just curious.
Paducah! Scurries back in and he slams the door in your face.
All right. I'm gonna head back down and let my dwarf friend know that he doesn't have to kill anyone.
It's late. He just wants to sleep. Sleep.
Hey, we all just want to sleep. Okay. So,
Anything you do with that information?
hearing that, my character relaxes just a little bit, but he's still suspicious because he's a halfling.
As
So,
long as he don't know. Setting us adrift.
so he doesn't know you that well, so he trusts the information, but he's not sure. So he's gonna look at you. He knows you can play the damn flute. And he's gonna say, "Hey, what if we snuck into the captain's quarters tonight? You just play the flute occasionally a little bit."
Oh my god.
Are you trying to get the entire crew? Are you trying to crash the boat?
Yes, of
Because the
course.
whole crew's probably going to go to sleep if I play that damn game.
Well, if you play it in the one room, it should only affect us, right?
I don't know.
Well, here, look at the pan flute and see what you can do. And I hand you the pan flute.
I'll take the pan flute.
Oh my.
Can I?
That's
What do you want to do?
I was gonna say. Is there still empty bags of?
Yeah.
All right. So.
Okay.
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 He just tucks himself
So you
in
go
the
to
bag.
sleep. The only you'll know about it is if you attune to it. which is going to take some time.
I mean, it's your turn at this point, so.
How much time?
You know,
I wish I could cast deafness on myself.
Give me about an hour. And some privacy. And I'll go ahead and tell you if I'd be able to do it. Does that sound good to you?
Sounds fine.
Alright, and I'm gonna find a door, a room with a door this time.
Yeah, everyone's pretty much racked out. It's kind of like a ghost ship right now. Besides, well, it is a skeleton crew, but there's a couple crew members. Just one's up at the helm. The first mate's up at the helm, and there's that one in the crow's nest, and there's like one walking around a little bit. But you're able to find a little alcove, another little place to look. Go ahead and add Flute of Endless Slumber to your inventory, and then attune to it.
Sounds pretty bad.
Interesting.
I'm scared now. Like, did you give me the flute?
Not necessarily endless, but it's a cool title.
Isn't there?
So you just
In your inventory also
you
would
equip
be-
it, and then once it's equipped, it'll bring it up to be able to be attuned, and it'll be next to your attunement slots, and then it should say like attunable items or something like that.
yeah,
Then you
okay,
click on that, and it'll attune it. Because that item can only be attuned by a bard. That's the only person who can tune to it,
Okay,
and the only person who can actually play it. Fun fact.
nice. Alright.
That's the way I made it. It's like it was meant for you.
It's almost as if it's perfect.
Dun, dun, dun.
Alright, so.
Bada bing, bada boom.
So you attune to this flute, and you find out that information.
Okay. Let's see. Let me read it real quick.
Puts people to sleep like that.
Essentially, it's like the sleep spell, but stronger. But there is a save that the user has to make before it takes effect. And if you fail, then it takes effect
On you.
of all creatures, not just the ones you choose.
I would like to imagine just one of us makes
It's got a long description.
Yeah.
just one of us doesn't get affected. All we just hear. We're just falling asleep.
Well, he's taking care of that. I want to look at Matthias again and say, hey, remember those silver bars you have?
Yes.
I really am trying to make something for my goddess so that I can enhance my abilities and heal you guys better. But her favorite metal is silver. Do you think I can take them so I can use my blacksmith's tools the next chance we have and make something for my goddess?
How much silver you wanting?
Well, you have 4 silver bars, and that might be enough. Whatever I have left, I'll give back to you. And I have wine I can give you if you'd like that in return.
Wine?
Yes?
Okay. Sold.
Okay, I need to go to my notes now. I forget how much I put in my inventory.
You closer for wine.
You had me at wine.
I tell Matthias is like Legend of the Drunken Master.
You said just 4?
I mean, I have 5 bottles of wine if you want to do a 1-for-1 trade.
No. How much silver did you want?
Silver
Well,
bars.
how many silver bars do you have?
Silver?
Silver bars. Yeah.
I mean, I have 860 silver.
There was a day when we were doing some searching in our room, and I found 5 bottles of wine. I think you found 5 silver bars. I found a bottle of wine and a broken bottle.
Is that different from, like, the currency silver? Okay.
Yeah, I put mine in other positions.
Are y'all sure it was 5 silver bars?
I don't remember. I didn't write it in my inventory.
Did anybody write it down?
I wrote down the 5 bottles of wine.
I do remember the bottles of wine.
So I'm gonna make this. It's gonna be a sharp learning curve for all of us,
Okay.
but they do not exist.
What, the
bars? Yep. No one has it in their inventory. No one kept track of it. It does not exist.
And you can't
Never
use the
mind.
silver coins.
I mean, I could probably try and make a bar of silver, but I don't know if that's gonna be enough. I don't know how much coin it is per.
You could melt it down, but you'd have to have a smelter,
Yeah, exactly.
and they don't have a smelter on the boat.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, so I'm gonna come back out the room and meet up back with them. And
Yeah, let's see.
So- here's the deal with the flute, alright? I could play it quiet enough so that it doesn't affect anybody outside of the room. But we have to make sure that the doors and the windows are closed. Otherwise, the sound's gonna leak out,
And we're fucked.
and then everybody's gonna get put to sleep pretty much.
Were there charges on that? Okay. I couldn't remember if I put charges on that.
There's charges.
Okay, good.
So why do you want the captain to go to sleep? Because he's pretty much in there banging Patricia. He's not going to...
Petunia.
I want to search his name.
Petunia.
Yeah, it's Petunia,
Petunia.
but you can say
Yeah.
Patricia.
You got her name right.
He's turning Felicia next. I want to search his quarters. I want to see if there's any grumsh paraphernalia.
I think you're a little obsessed.
Yes.
Well, if the
That's the
captain's
backstory, man.
well, if the captain's having a sleep with Petunia, we're not gonna need this little this little flute here, because before you joined the trip, Petunia was somewhere else.
Oh, was she? Well, here's the thing. I can't go in there because I'm wearing plate armor. If I start walking around his room all stealthy, I'm gonna make so much noise that the trolls in the next county are gonna hear me. So
I could walk in there and check things out if you'd like.
if you do that, I would be grateful.
Okay. We'll go ahead.
So, question: how do you attune items?
So you have to equip it by
Okay.
pressing the box and
Okay.
then scrolling down to where it says attune,
Mm-hmm.
and then you click on that box.
Is that all it takes? I don't have to do anything special.
Oh, for in-game?
Yes.
It takes an hour to attune to an item. So it's basically like you're focusing on the properties of that item, and you're focusing on getting to know the item. That it's yours now. This is yours.
Okay.
That's the in-game
Okay.
thing.
Gotcha.
Yep.
That being said, I'm gonna start attuning to the ring of telekinesis.
Okay. How was that working out? How you doing that? Let me know.
I am going to, while they're doing all this shenanigans with the captain and all this weird shit, I'm going to go just kind of up here.
Okay.
I'm
You
just-
don't have to move it. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go up here and be like, I'll have fun with that shit. And I'm gonna start meditating, and then I'm just gonna start focusing on the ring of telekinesis.
Okay. For the next hour? Okay.
For the next hour, yep.
Cool.
I'm just gonna be.
So that's what you're
flickering
doing for the
my
next
finger
hour?
like this.
Easy enough. Cool. So what's going on?
So I'm going
You guys aren't going to make it to Icewind Dale for a few sessions.
I'm going to sneak into the captain's quarters and look around for what specifically should I be looking for.
Anything that can be used to worship grumsh.
Okay, so I'm going to look around the room and see if I can, while he's
Okay.
in
So let's walk you. Let's
While
walk through
he's
the
in-
process.
Okay.
You leave wherever you guys are,
Okay.
wherever you are, and you go up to the captain's door. What is your step? What are you doing?
I'm going to check to see if the door's locked.
The door's closed and the door's locked.
Okay, so I'm going to take my thieving tools, my pick lock, my
Thieves'
lock
tools?
picks.
Yep.
Yeah, and pick the lock. And sneak inside.
Okay. You're proficient with thieves' tools.
Yes.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check,
I don't know why I thought.
and then add your proficiency modifier on top of that.
21, dirty 21.
Okay. As you are picking the lock, with your highest of the group passive perception, you hear some noises from inside that sound animalistic and guttural.
That's what I was.
Yep.
I throw up a little in my mouth.
Yeah. But you are able to successfully, you get your lockpick in there and you're listening and you're like, oh, drown it out, click. Like, oh, cool. So you are able to successfully pick the lock.
Okay. So I'm going to quietly open the door and slide inside.
Okay.
And I'm assuming because of the noises that I don't have to look to see what's going on.
You can safely assume it is what you were understanding.
Okay, alright. So I'm going to quietly crouch down and kind of make my way around the room and do due diligence of seeking out any items of Grommish.
First, I'm going to need 2 checks. I will explain the room. As you creep in, you see like a single candle in the far right above a desk. There is a decent-looking, ornate-ish desk with sextant is on the table with a map out, and then off to the left there's a bed. We'll say that whole section has a censored symbol over it, with noises coming from it. And there's like some bookshelves and whatnot around the outside. But that's pretty much a bed and a captain's desk with a chair, and at the far end there's a really nice open frame, like framed window that you can see out off into the distance. The sun or the moon light is hitting the water and slapping. I need you to roll a stealth check. It's his passive perception.
24.
Hey.
Pretty stealthy. I need you to roll an investigation check.
Ooh, 10.
And I need you to roll a religion check to see if you actually know what this deity is and what you're actually looking for.
17.
He kind of explained a little bit of offerings, of certain types of coinage and like scalps of enemies and like brutish things, right? As you begin to look around, you really don't find much in that regard. You do find some coin sitting on the captain's table, a little bit of coin in a pouch. A pouch that you surmise is probably has some coin in it. You see a wooden carving of a small little wooden. It's kind of like a paperweight wooden carving of a very elegant looking woman that has her hand outstretched to a sailing ship. The ship comes up to about her waist, and it just looks like her proportions are, larger than the ship. And it's like it's guiding the ship, and it's just there as a paperweight. You don't find. You do see, actually, with a 10, because you're being stealthy, you see a picture frame, a small little picture frame with another half-orc that kind of looks like the captain. Hair's a little longer. And you see a short, little half-orc, half chop, right?
A
Next
quarter
to
orc.
it. And it's just kind of like sitting there on the desk. But as far as what you're looking for, you don't find anything.
So I'm going to quietly back out.
Okay. We'll keep the same stealth check.
Yeah, and just kind of go back out the door and quietly just close it back.
Click.
Okay. The door closes. No one notices that you've done what you've done.
Okay. I'm going to head back down, and
Tell me everything.
here's the deal. I looked around the room, I feel like I really did a good job, given the circumstances.
I feel like you did
I didn't
alright.
see anything. The most that I know is this dude's cheating on his wife, and he's got a little quarter orc kid. But I didn't see anything that resembled any of the deity that you mentioned. As a matter of fact, I think I did see something that I'm assuming was the deity that he had mentioned earlier, and I can't even remember what it was. But
The Wild Mother.
yeah, watching over his ship. But I think he checks out. I think you're good.
And so my character says, well, my Lady Baronar, we're safe. And he relaxes. And in his head, he's like, okay, so I can trust the rabbit, and I can trust the camera. And he lets it be.
Okay. I feel like I definitely trust him. I'm gonna go and find some soap to wash my eyes. Take a shower. Sit in the corner, find a happy place.
You're a brave little rabbit to walk in on the captain doing the dirty. With,
You're gonna want to retreat to a safe 500-foot distance.
I feel like I need a penicillin shot.
Is there anything else that anyone else would like to do for the rest of the night?
My character's gonna wreck.
I'm just focusing.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. Throughout the night, you all get a good sleep. You wake up to some seagulls, some seagull noises, some chirping. You are attuned to your ring of telekinesis.
Hey.
You are also attuned to your cool flute, your pan flute. And everyone wakes up with a long rest with a brand new shiny day.
Woo!
Now, is there anything else you guys would like to do during the day, or are you just passengers just getting where you're going?
My character's gonna pray to Baronar for guidance in the coming place.
Speaking of that, okay. Roll me a religion check.
That's a nat 20.
Okay. Feel you as you begin to pray. How do you pray?
So my character pulls out this little figurine he has to Baronar,
Okay.
and he sets her in front of him. And he gets on his knees, he puts the shield on one side, the hammer on the other, and he starts to pray to her with his head down and hands on his thighs.
As you're praying, you feel this on the bridge of your bushy eyebrows, a little whoosh of air. And as you break your concentration in your prayer and you kind of look up, and the statue, you could have sworn that it briefly glowed slightly. You can't be sure, but you take that as a sign that she's watching over you.
Gotcha.
So now that you are doing that, I need someone out of the group to roll a d20. Just a flat d20. Someone roll.
Should I roll?
6.
Okay.
Alright.
So glad we have the bar.
Just one person?
Well then.
He said a flat D20, so I rolled a flat D20.
To a flat 6.
Probably those.
As the crew is kind of bustling around, just checking on the cargo, moving forward in the water. It's a decent day. Around midday, the sky starts to darken slightly. The wind starts to pick up. Nothing you guys haven't felt before. Nothing over the top. There's a crazy storm brewing. It might just be some rain later in the evening. But for the rest of the day and into the evening, it goes without incident. It starts to sprinkle. It's a little chilly as you guys are starting to head a little further north. Is there anything else you guys would like to do that evening, or just kind of get some sleep and do the next day?
That evening, I'm gonna do some more performing.
Okay.
Try and
Yeah.
down in the galley, try and get some more coin from
Give
the
me a
crew
performance check.
and the passengers.
According to your wizard.
18.
Okay. You're trying to get some
Toss
coin,
a
huh?
Coin to your Kendall. You said
Okay.
it.
I know.
That night you do pretty well. Are you playing your lute?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
playing my
Oh
loot.
god.
Not the food.
Not the flute.
Okay.
The loot.
You're able to. It's not as much as before because they're kind of giving you all their money. You get 1 gold, 3 silver, and 3 copper. That's pretty much all you get after a handful of hours just playing and everyone's eating,
1 gold.
having some rations. 1 gold, 3 silver, 3 copper.
I'll throw 5 gold at him since I'm watching a performance.
Ooh.
In addition to 5 gold.
Well, question.
Plus I like round numbers.
Yeah.
Did Mert see a kitchen or something?
There's in the galley. There's a crude kitchen with like a stovetop, like a little coal or wood fire stovetop that the cook cooks at.
Well, Mert is gonna walk in, still with a bag over his head.
Okay. When you wake up.
When I wake up.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. What the fuck is this?
Alright.
And you feel the bag pulled off your head, and there's an elven male there with like silver hair, like tied up in a really sloppy bun with like an apron on. Yeah. Did you need something, little guy? He's like looking you almost right in the eyes.
Would you like to offer some recipes for
Recipes. Well, for what?
Bretis?
What's Bretis?
The god? Bretis? The god?
I've never heard of Bretis. What's Bretis? I've never heard of Bretis. Is that like a friend of yours or something?
No, it's the patron of confectionaries. The patron of cooking.
Oh, well, I really don't do much confectionery stuff. I'm more of a meat cooker and ration cooker. It's kind of my job here on the ship. If you can't tell, and he like points to the stove beside him. You want recipes for that?
Sure.
Okay. Do you want me to write them down, or you just want me to tell you?
He just takes out a book.
Okay.
Just says something.
Okay. So give me a persuasion check.
11.
He's a little bit preoccupied, but as he's making the meal for everyone for the day, he explains to you how he is opening a sack of like lentils and just taking a scoop of it and dumping it in a pot, and then he goes, he walks up, he takes you with him, he walks up to like a part of the ship, and there's like a bucket hanging over the side, and he wheels up a bucket of water, and he makes a couple trips, and he dumps that in the pot too. It's like, this gives it flavor. And then he shows you how to make the lentil soup, which is the water, the lentils, and he's like, this is a really exotic food flavoring. I think they call it salt or something. And then like, so if you like basic like salt and pepper, and like maybe like a paprika that he like tosses in there, and then like he there's like and then he peels back like this wax paper over this brick of like bread, and he like takes a big like ulu knife and like chops it in half, and then counts in his head how many crew members there are and how many people are on the ship, and then he chops little rations of like kind of like hardtack for everyone, and then he reaches into like but he doesn't do anything with that. He reaches into a barrel. He opens the barrel up, and it's like you get a really pungent smell of like salted pork. And he takes the pork out. He throws it on a skillet, and he just starts to sear it a bit for everyone, just little portions. And he says, now that salt that it's been brining in, that pretty much keeps the flavor, right? So I don't need to give him any more than that. So then he puts it all on a plate. So you got hardtack, lentils, and salted pork, and that's your recipe.
So it counts as rations or just lentil soup?
That's just what is in your recipe book now that you know how to make.
So it was lentil soup, hardtack.
Yep. Well, it wasn't how to make hardtack. He was serving hardtack, and he was serving salted pork.
So while that's going on, my character is going to try and talk amongst the other passengers and crew and see if there's a trader on board.
The trader?
Yeah.
Are you going to talk to as many people as you can until you find a trader?
Yeah, if I can, yeah. Pass the word that I'm looking for a trader.
Traitor or
Trader, like a merchant.
You get word from most of them, and they're all crew members of the ship. The captain and the oh wow, I just lost the name. The vice captain. It's not a thing.
First mate.
The first mate. Thank you. They're the ones who take the business, and it's just a cargo ship.
Okay.
There's no like.
merchants?
Really, it's not really a merchant ship that Renara told you. Like all the merchant ships come by, it's a cargo ship.
No worries.
It's just from one place to another, unfortunately.
And if there's nobody there, then I'm going to talk to these two and say, hey, I have a short sword and a dagger. If anybody's interested in having a short sword or dagger, to help them out.
Wait, is that guy?
No, it's
Just regular.
it's stuff I have my
Yeah,
inventory.
he's pawning off your dagger back to you.
$5.
You know this thing right here.
I don't think I need it.
I can take the short sword.
No, I've already got a pretty good rapier on.
I gotta pay for it?
Actually, at least $300 for me. Thanks. 300 gold per head. Thank you.
Look, Linda.
But yeah, no. If you want it, yeah, you can take the short sword.
I'll take the other thing, I guess.
The dagger. I also have a long sword and a morning star. If anybody wants one. I don't think anybody can use the morning star.
The Morning Star? What does that do?
It's a giant spiked mace. It's a martial weapon.
It's just a nice weapon.
It's heavy two-handed.
No, it's one-handed. I think.
I think I already have a long.
Morning stars
I have a long sword.
Is it?
are usually one-handed because you can use them with a shield.
Yeah, this is a one.
Cool.
I'll
I
take
think
the
it might be
da-
versatile, but it doesn't say in the stats for what about.
I'll take the dagger for a bad day.
Go for it. It's all yours, boo boo.
Thank you, Boo Boo.
Oh, it's a,
Is there anything else you want to do? So for the next morning, could I have someone else
Is it just
roll me a
regular
d20?
dagger?
oops.
Yeah, what?
Roll me a d20. Someone.
I got it.
Somebody.
14.
Okay. The rain seems to have let up overnight. It's a pretty cloudy-ish day, a little overcast, but in the distance, y'all do see when you go up to the main deck, and you're just kind of like killing some time, way in. You see off in the distance a coastline coming up. So you're getting pretty close.
Do we know it's the coastline that we're headed towards?
It's right in front of you.
Okay.
Well, you're kind of like coming up. It's kind of like off to the starboard is right.
Yes.
Yes.
Off to the starboard side. It's kind of like off diagonal in the distance, and you're kind of like veering in the general direction. As you get closer, you see there's a long coastline that you guys are kind of like coming up along. And for a couple hours, you kind of stray off a handful of nautical miles away from the coastline, and then you start to curve in. And then the first mate comes out, female half-orc, just yells to all of you.
Oh my god.
Yells to all of you, to the crew, to make ready. That we're about to make landfall in Neverwinter port. As the ship approaches the coastline, you see in front of you a handful of moored ships in the northern side of the docks. The ship begins to pull into a cove with docks on either side. You see a decent-sized city landscape on either side to the north and south. You see buildings rising up, only a few more than like 3 stories. There's a handful, like you see like ramshackle shacks and stuff like that. On the docks, you can see a decent amount of people bustling about doing work. You can see also 4 ships moored at the dock as well, and a river that's leading in a easternly direction, basically right in front of you, as the ship pulls up to one of the docks, and the crew help moor it, and the captain comes out of his quarters, ready with his saber at his side and his robes and his hat, and he yells to everyone, "Welcome to Neverwinter!" And then he just starts to walk down the gangplank. Yeah. So what are you all doing?
Let's disembark.
Yeah. So as you guys disembark, you see, there's a bunch of crap. Let's see. You see a sign near. Come on, you fucker. My links aren't working right. You see a sign in the general area where you guys are that says Blue Lake District Docks. And there is a little map on like a signpost that is essentially what you see in front of you, and the Blue Lake District. Everything is kind of sectioned off. You can see the Blue Lake District pretty much runs here, right? And then you have the Protectors Enclave that is pretty much here. You have the Chasm District, which is here. And then you have, what does it say? This is the Tower District is here, and that's where you see some tall buildings. As you guys continue down the docks, you see a few shops and some taverns. The first one that catches your eye is a 3-story tall tavern. It looks like bits and pieces of old shipwrecks. They're kind of like hodgepodge together. Think of like the Weasleys' house, kind of like hodgepodge put together, right? Not quite as tall, obviously, but it looks all right. And you see a sign that says the Beached Leviathan across it. Beached Leviathan Tavern. Near that, you see a little bit further. You see another tavern that is similarly crafted, but it looks like it's kind of like made out of found wood. That's labeled. It's named the Driftwood Tavern. There's a handful of shops nearby. You see people walking to and fro. There's some shops that look like they sell clothing, some that sell like items, kind of like general stores. There's some wares like some ropes and shovels and stuff outside another one. And there's one that has like a blacksmith outside hitting on a hammer. Ting, 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 ting. And this city is ripe for you guys to do whatever you want.
What? Why are we here, guys?
That's a good question. I have no idea.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe we should go to the different taverns and see if there's anything going on around here.
Yeah.
I love taverns.
I'll give you some wine over there.
Especially the ones that have ale.
Well, it looks like it's a job for a bard. I'm gonna go to that one, and I'm gonna point to the hodgepodge one that's 3 stories tall.
Okay.
Start
The Beached
walking in
Leviathan.
that, yeah,
Okay.
and start walking in that direction.
I'll go there with you. I want some ale.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and tag along.
Okay.
Bird. What you doing?
Where it's like, I really like that crow's nest.
The one at the very top.
No, I was gonna say, Murder's most likely gonna just raid through the taverns for recipes.
Raid through taverns for recipes. So what does that mean?
Just go through taverns and
Ask for recipes or look for recipes.
look and ask.
Look
So
at
there's a difference between looking and asking. You can ask, hey,
There's a
cook
difference
something, and then you can just look yourself and attempt to
figure
find
it out.
things.
Do
He's
the
gonna
5
ask.
fingers discount.
He's gonna ask.
Okay. Well, we can start the Beach of Leviathan. All right. So as you walk up to this 3-story tall, shipwrecked building, there's a handful of patrons inside. The first floor is dedicated to. There's about 7 or 8 hastily made-ish tables. There's some savory and unsavory looking individuals that are around. There's a handful of people playing cards in a corner. There's smoke in the air. There's really not a lot of. There's no music to speak of. It's not super loud. There's maybe like I want to say like 10 or 12 people in there. It's just past midday. People are still drinking. There's a dwarf behind the bar, just kind of like doing his thing, getting drinks around, and his another dwarf that looks similar to him but with longer hair is kind of like rushing around, putting drinks on tables, collecting coin, and that's what you walk into.
I'm gonna head up to the barkeep and So, Paolo, how's it doing today? How's the fares?
Yeah, well, they're pretty good. I mean, if you got coin.
Well, I can speak for myself. I can't speak for my compatriots here. I've just met them. But I'll cut you a deal if you're willing to listen. I notice it's pretty dead in here. I bet I could draw in a bit of a better crowd if I was able to perform for you. But how about you set us up with some ale and food in tow?
Emphasis on it.
Give me a persuasion check.
13.
Yeah. Did hours you kind of.
It's like, I really like that crow's nest. Human with him.
Okay. You can tell he doesn't even know what that means. Yeah, he after you introduce yourselves and he introduces himself, he tells you that today's a good day. There's not really much word about much stuff that's going on. With your continue playing. He does kind of open up just a little bit. He says, you can call me Doc. And he says there's been a lot of people, there's always people coming and going out of Neverwinter Port. But there's a lot of mercenary, like, how does he put it? Low-level thugs, essentially, that are kind of coming and going here and there, making their way. A lot of people are making their way north for whatever reason. There's been a few sects of larger factions in Neverwinter that he's excited now that he's playing. Like, he's drinking too. Everyone's drinking. That he's excited are leaving Neverwinter. For whatever reason, everyone's hopping on ships and going north for some reason or another. He's not really sure. He just kind of like gives drinks and overhears like directions people are going. So it's pretty much about what he gives you until he stops talking.
Fair enough. So I feed you guys all the information you just gave me. And I say, it'd be really interesting if we went and tried to find some of these mercenary groups getting on these boats or some of the thugs that are around here and see what's going on. Because we might want to know. And then I say, hey, I'm probably going to talk to the blacksmith too. A couple of shops so we can get some stuff. Because if we're going north with these guys, we got to have provisions. And then I'm gonna go find the rest of the clerics at whatever temple grounds they have, and I'll be back.
All right, whistle.
I'm down to set some thugs on fire.
Toasty, toasty, thug.
Mm-hmm.
We staying for free tonight, boys.
Yeah, do we want? No matter what happens, we're just gonna meet back up here, right?
Yes.
For the night.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Since Kirk has got us
Situated real nice.
set.
Well, fingers crossed, because they haven't tossed no coin yet.
Yeah.
Start playing out front here.
No. You've been,
Trying to do a busker.
if nothing else, just put the place to sleep.
Just make sure we step outside first.
Well, it depends on how big the place is.
That's true. So we decided, regardless of where we go and what happens, we'll meet back up here.
Okay.
I'm gonna look around the room and see. I want to find the most unsavory characters in the room. The people who look most
I got you.
suspicious.
Roll me. Roll me perception. Well, your passive perception will probably pick it up.
Okay.
After everyone kind of gathered around the center, more people were kind of coming in. Some of them would gather as well. With people they don't even know, it kind of assumes that they would just kind of sit down and join in on the fun. But there are a small handful, like 3 people, that kind of come in and sit off to the side by themselves. They're all kind of like hunched over. There's a halfling. I'm writing this down for myself. There's a halfling and 2 humans that come in, and they kind of sit off to the side a little bit. You do notice with your passive perception, though, they are glancing in. They're looking at everyone, but you do notice that they take a particular interest in the sight of you.
Okay. So I'm gonna approach him and say, "Gentlemen, I noticed you looking over my way. Is there anything that you're needing to know?"
And they like look at each other, and you see them kind of laugh to themselves. It's kind of like a sly laugh. I'm surprised someone of your kind is still walking around. Don't you know what's going on? And you see them all kind of like lean back, and they put their hands like at their sides and just kind of look at you.
Enlighten me. I don't know what's going on. I just got here with my crew.
Well, it's better be a part of a crew being what you are, other than, the cages the rest of your kin go in. I'm surprised you haven't been snagged up just walking around the way you are.
Well, it might be because I'm a little bit more crafty than my kin, possibly.
I'll say so at that. And one will slide a beer over your direction. And they'll take a big gulp of theirs. Say, you caught us on a good day with this fine performance. I'm just gonna let you know, every interaction you guys are having in this tavern is on the upside for you guys because of this fucking plan. So. You barely have to go anywhere else to get information. I'm just saying. And he goes on to just kind of briefly tell you to watch your back. There's a lot of places, not necessarily in Neverwinter, but it is a pretty large. You can gather from how big the port is that it's a hub for movement. And they explain that there's a lot of ships coming from the south. Not a lot, but some that are transporting your kind up north as, for lack of a better term, indentured workers.
Okay. I'm very interested in that. Okay. Well, do you know what they're doing up north?
Can't really say completely, but
You can't or you won't.
I mean, we just met. I'm telling you what I'm telling you. And he takes a big gulp, and he like looks around. Everyone else, he sees that everyone else is fucking paying attention to this goddamn bar. And he continues, and he says, "There's a lot of faction and sex going north for some reason." And the halfling next to him kind of pipes up and says that he was north about 6 months ago, pretty far north, in a place called East Haven. Which and he's like, East Haven, yeah, it's in 10 towns up in Icewind Dale, way up north. He was up there, and there was this weird magical darkness, and he kind of gathers from being up there, and that it's kind of ripe for the picking for factions. And like after the few beers that he's had, he kind of says like that he overheard in a tavern up there the people talking about this god or something that could make deals with people for this darkness for whatever. And he starts like trailing off into like other places he had been to. And like talking about random nonsense, but you do catch like the opportunity for growth and like dealing with a god. It may be beneficial for a lot of different people, including like slavers, to try to set up to do something. And you're kind of just warning you to be careful.
Okay.
Yeah. And they keep drinking, and then they start on a conversation about their plans within Neverwinter, and them going a little further east over to Tribor and checking out these ruins that they were looking at, but they kind of moved on from the conversation. You just kind of standing there watching them.
Okay. All right. I think maybe as they're sort of conversing amongst each other, I'm just going to slip past and sort of take myself out of the conversation and sort of move on. Let Harry Styles over there take over.
The halfling sees you kind of slink away, and he reaches out, he grabs you by the arm, and he says, "Be safe, my friend. I don't know who the hell you are, but if you're with that lot," and he points to the bard, and like he just eyes the weird looking people in the room.
Weird.
Probably want to go north. Not a good idea.
That's exactly where I need to go. So I'm going to go over and tell these guys, except for the bard because he's up there crooning. Tell him what I just found out.
He's peacocking.
Yeah.
Like
I'm going to look at all of them and say, guys, I have to go north. There's someone that I've been looking for, and this is the first solid lead that I've got that may help me be able to find them. and it sounds like shit's going down up north anyway. So if you guys want to join me, that's great. But if not, I understand too. But I have to go.
I'm gonna listen to what he just said and listen to the parts where it's like they were talking about his kind and all this stuff, and be like, do these racist guys want to catch this smoke? Because I got a fireball ready. You want me to deal with them? I can.
Matthias, here's a beer.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I say Lady Baroness with us. I'll go with you. I just have to go to the temple, to the fort.
Murd?
Well, Debris is gonna hold the book up. I am seeking recipes for.
Okay.
We'll do what we can to find recipes, but will you join us? Will you go with us? I hear there's some cooking.
Rabbit stew's cooking stuff.
So I would suggest that we possibly do what we need to do here in Neverwinter and, you know, get supplied up and ready to go up north.
Yep.
And just a thought, but it's probably going to be cold as hell up there, and I doubt that provisions are going to be very plentiful. So if there's something you can do to get geared up and ready.
Almost as if I was listening in and heard everything. One verse in one of my songs as I'm up there playing just kind of stands out a little bit in the stanzas and is a little louder, but I say that to the north we go, our merry band, to fight some foes.
Nice. You're able to get 4 gold, 5 silver, and 16 copper.
I thought you were saying for me to for my
Noted
turn.
that
Just like,
because
we're doing this tower.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry.
If you're planning on a room.
4 gold.
5 silver,
And
16 copper. I
yeah,
picked up the dice.
yeah, you gotta. When it comes to numbers, gotta go a little slower for me,
Okay.
especially if I'm noting it down. It's just I'm a little slower with numbers.
Yes.
So.
So, Dane, as you were talking to the barkeep, and he's telling you what's going on, as all this other stuff is going on, do you tell him y'all are new, and you're looking for whatever?
We're looking for provisions.
Okay.
We're looking for something to do, see what's going on in the local area. We're looking for, I don't know how to say provisions, but improved armor if we could, improved weapons, some warmer clothes, you know.
Okay.
The necessary requirements for a good adventure.
He lists off a handful of things. He says that there is a blacksmith called Freeman's Bastion
light purple.
that is in the Blue Lake District. All this stuff that he's telling you is just like nearby. An alchemist, Priscilla's Perfumes and Potables, and then the Tranquil Elements, and he kind of lets you know that that's like a place for like magic items and stuff like that. Then he brings up Money Coins Money Lending, or Many Coins Money Lending, small little money exchange place with a small fee. And he mentions he doesn't know what you really follow, but there is the House of 1,000 Faces, which is a tavern, but it's like a temple tavern. It's weird. That's in the Blue Lake District. There's also the Temple of Tyr, Torn, and the third one I can't remember. It's in the Protector's Enclave district.
This one?
Yeah, it's over there.
While he's talking about these different religious sites, I look at him and say, "The gods of our people. Do you know where they're worshipped?"
Not here, my friend. Right here.
Right here.
Right here. No, there's no.
Nothing to Morden's house.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Okay. So, with the information he gave me, I let you guys know what we're looking for and what the different locations there. And I tell you that I'm going to go over to the Freeman's Bastion and talk with the blacksmith. And then I'm going probably over to the House of a Thousand Faces to get some blessings, look into some spiritual side of things, and get us some guidance on the trip. And I head that way.
Do y'all want to go together? Or in case anyone else needs blacksmithing stuff or anything?
Man.
I mean, we can definitely do the split party. Everyone goes specifically where they want. Or y'all can list off where everyone wants to go, and then everyone just goes.
Yeah, because I don't know that I need to go to a blacksmith, but I do need to.
Well, Mert would follow, but first, recipe.
Oh, to the bartender, the barkeep. Give me a persuasion check.
With advantage for the bar.
Can I give him a 1d4 with guidance?
Yep.
All right.
This is after you've stopped playing.
Oh.
You get an extra 1 on top. So I rolled
8. The bartender is still kind of going about his business. You say recipes, and looks at you, and then he says, "We haven't started cooking anything yet. If you want to try to come back later, he might be more inclined when his cook comes in to tell you. But at the minute, he's not cooking anything." Yeah. Cool. So, where's the first place y'all heading?
What's closest to our party? Is it the
To the Beach Leviathan. Let's see. Let me look at my map here. Alright, so Beach Leviathan is that's the Driftwood Tavern. Beach Leviathan is right here, is right next to the Driftwood Tavern. Don't mind the buildings, because just a little bit is the blacksmith. Freeman's Bastion is the closest, and then the next closest is the Alchemists, and then the next closest is the Tranquil Elements.
Okay. So I look at you guys and say, if we can stop by the blacksmith first, we can hit the other shops on the way, and then I can say the blessing. We can find a transport north.
Okay.
Well, exactly how far north are you all going?
What was it called? Everclear?
Everclear.
So what you were told was you heard the mention of East Haven. You heard the mention of 10 Towns.
Yeah.
And Icewind Dale.
Oh, God.
At least up to East Haven?
Yeah. So the area is Icewind Dale, and then 10 Towns, and then East Haven is a town in 10 Towns.
Okay.
One of the 10 towns.
Yeah.
Oh, so up towards 10 Towns area. Yeah, I'm gonna need some warmer clothes.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's important.
Yeah.
And, might need a disguise as well. Alright, let's go find some stuff. And I'm just gonna start trundling off.
Okay. So y'all going to the blacksmith, Freeman's Bastion.
Yep.
It's just a one-story building, made of wood and stone. Out front there's an anvil. There's a forge just behind it. There's no one outside at the moment. The shop doors to the right, and it says Freeman's Bastion right over top.
So I want to walk in and talk to the blacksmith. I want to hand him my shield and say, "Sir, how much would it cost if I provided the silver coin? If you could engrave and then inlay silver in two intertwined circles in the front of my shield."
And he asks, as you walk in, you see a half-orc behind.
They're all over the place.
Literally.
And he says, "Welcome to Freeman's Bastion. I'm Korag. This is my place." And you wanted, and you say all that, and he says, "Do you want to draw it out?"
So I ask him if he has a piece of charcoal, and I lay my shield on the table,
Okay.
and on it I just draw one large circle on the right half of the shield that crosses the center line. On the left, I do the same thing. So it's 2 interlocking rings on the front face of the shield.
Okay. So it's a. What kind of charts are those?
It's yes, but
Venn
no.
diagram.
It's like a
Venn
Venn diagram,
diagram.
but it doesn't have the top line. Yeah.
Oh, Venn diagram can have 2 as
Yeah.
well. But okay. He says, "What kind of shield is it? Just a regular shield, right?"
There's my inventory, but I'm fairly certain.
And you want silver engraved on it,
Yes, it's just an.
and you're gonna give him the silver.
I'll give him the silver from the silver I have.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll be enough or not.
I don't know. Another shopping section.
I'm trying to look at stuff I need for my spells.
Yeah, the
Some of them require things.
Anything above 3rd level, I require spell components.
Above 3rd level?
3rd level and higher. Yeah, sorry.
so like how Revivify is a 3rd level spell for me, it requires diamonds worth 300 gold in order for me to cast the spell.
Yeah,
So for 2nd and 1st level, like...
no spell components.
Oh, sweet. Okay. That changes things.
Yep. He says he can smelt it down. Smelt down the silver. If you give him the silver, and you pay him 25 gold,
Okay.
he could get it done by end of day tomorrow.
And then I look at you guys and tell them what he just told me. Do we have the time to spare, or is it desperate that we leave now?
And how long? Tomorrow?
End of day, the next day.
Mm. So... Is it like midday today? Like what time of day is it right now?
Evening?
Okay.
So it's about a day.
about 24 hours.
Yeah, about 24 hours.
I think probably by the time we get everything together and find passage, I think it'd be a day goes by. I think
You probably have a couple more hours of sunlight to do all your shopping,
Mhm.
and then see if everything can be done by tomorrow to leave the next day.
Yeah.
So I look at him and say, I offer him another 25 gold if he can have it done by midday.
25 gold extra? Yeah, you can have it done by midday.
Cool. And then how much, player DM, how much silver is he gonna need?
So what are you trying to do? Are you trying to just like coat the whole shield, or just silver?
Just the inlay.
2 bars,
Okay, and how much would it be per bar? 'Cause-
10 gold per bar.
okay, so that's fine.
Yeah.
So it'd be what?
Oh, you don't have the silver bars.
I don't have the silver
You
bars.
want
so
him.
I'd be
It's-
smelting it
okay.
out of my silver pieces.
So he would have to do an extra step if you gave him silver coins. Could he would have to smelt it down, make it into a brick,
Wire.
and then he would have to do that. So he would use his own silver
Okay.
for it. So the cost of the silver on top of it, which
Okay.
is another 20 gold.
Okay, 70 gold.
Yeah.
Sure. Down.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Cool. Anybody else want something done at the blacksmith?
So real quick while that happened, I'm just gonna turn to Mert and be like, Mert, you're a bird, right?
Perhaps.
You're a bird?
Perhaps.
Okay. You got feathers, right?
I'll hit the bat.
Don't you dare.
Huh?
Don't you dare.
What's that you got there?
A short sword. I'm gonna shake it.
Can I please borrow just one feather from you?
You gonna give it back?
It's important, and it might help us if we ever get in a battle.
Fine.
I'm just gonna reach over and be like, I'm gonna
Yank a feather out.
put
Got it.
this in my pocket. Much obliged. Much obliged.
Can I steal some of that?
Can I ask the blacksmith if he knows of anyone who could possibly carve some dragon's teeth and dragon's claws into daggers or arrowheads?
He says, you can probably go over to Denalia's place, which is the Tranquil Elements.
Tranquil Elements. Okay.
Just down the road.
I think I'm gonna head over there,
Okay.
and then I also want to get some cold weather gear and some extra rations.
Okay.
So that I just
Cool. So the blacksmith is, the money is on receipt of item. So you'll pay tomorrow. And then the next stop y'all go to is, you wanted something at the blacksmith?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna ask if could Mert see any, with his proficiency to short sword and simple weapons, could he see anything that would be beneficial to him?
So I forgot to mention, this blacksmith also sells weapons. So there's a plethora of, like, not a huge plethora, but like short swords, long swords, all metal items are in the shop and there's shields there. However, everything looks like good material, goodly, well made, but it doesn't look like there's any magic, anything there. They're just basic things. So what were you looking for?
Probably other possessions.
Yeah, that's the thing I would see.
So you can, on your inventory, you can scroll all the way to the bottom or something and add custom item. Or add, it's like a note. You can just make a note
Okay.
and just say that you
Custom
have
item.
it. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, if you're on like the
But
actual window
only-
page, it says
only-
other possession down there.
There's only white weapons, common weapons.
What are you looking for? We'll see if he has it in his shop.
Spell. Ingredient.
I'll put up in D&D Beyond for you. Simple weapons, right?
Simple weapons.
Maybe. Would I be able to see a crossbow in my size?
The hand crossbow?
I mean, a hand crossbow might be a full-size crossbow for me.
He wouldn't have any crossbows. That would be a general store or
Okay.
like a general, yeah. His is basically just like,
Shield,
like
sword,
melee
and-
weapons, martial, simple,
Okay.
I was gonna ask,
beside crossbows.
maybe hand axe.
There are axes, but there's no hand axes. There's
The weapons,
great
right?
axes. So I'll tell you what he has. Yeah, we'll say he has hand axes: dagger, hand axe, a javelin, light hammers, sickle, spear, battle axe, flail, glaive, great axe, great sword, halbert, long sword, maul, morning star, pike, rapier, scimitar, short sword.
But they're all common.
What?
They're all common?
He's asking if they're magic or not.
No,
Yeah,
if they're like +1 or something like that. Maybe.
No,
not
that's
just
all
common.
magical.
Just common.
Just basic. Yeah, simple and martial weapons.
No.
So you're looking for hand axes?
Yeah, I was gonna say hand axe, but
He's got about 4 or 5 hand axes.
yeah, but saying that they're just common hand axes, I guess.
Hand axes?
Hand axes, but they're common, right? I take it that they're common. Like, why not?
They're simple. Yeah. There's nothing magical in the shop.
Okay.
Nothing.
Then-
No +1s. No, nothing like that.
Then he just walks away.
Okay.
There's nothing else for him
Okay.
because he cannot use armor. Being
Okay.
dark, so.
Yep. Denalia's. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Denalia's.
Yep. As you walk into the Traco Elements, you see like, as you come into a storefront, there's like this massive like window, and in it you see like clockwork, bits and pieces of a bunch of. You really can't, like, everything's like moving around and doing stuff. it's just odd. It kind of stands out a little bit. Everything's like mechanical and like moving around. You see like a little spider on like mechanical legs, just like running. And as you walk in, it's even more chaotic. There's like shit on the walls, not literal shit, but like there's like robes and like weapons. There's no like rhyme or reason to where this place is. Everything's like everywhere, and there's like a work table just inside that has like cogs and wheels and little metal files and like screwdrivers and all this other stuff with like half-built like long cylindrical automaton type things that have like a bunch of different legs sticking out of them, and like you can see like a roly-poly metal piece that has like two legs just kind of like jumping down the stairs, and like it's just going crazy in there. Like lemony, no, not lemony snickets. What is fuck it, we'll say like the Weasley brothers shop,
joke
but
shop,
like
yeah.
like the joke shop, but it's like all like magic shit everywhere, just going crazy. And there's a bunch of like mechanical wonders everywhere, and you see like behind the counter, leaning down with like goggles over his eyes, is like a dwarf with a long beard that's like stained in like black soot, and like there's like spots that are like electrical burns like all over his like cloak and shit. Long gray beard, and he's just like screwing in a couple things as you guys walk in, and there's like this loud ding noise that doesn't like, there's a bell above the door as you open it, but like the noise doesn't come from the bell, it comes from like everywhere. And he looks up.
Well, hey, what can I do you for? Welcome to Tranquil Elements, I'm Demolia. What can I do you for?
And he takes his goggles and he flips them up, and like he's got soot all over his eyes, like everywhere.
You looking to buy some stuff?
Looking to see if you can make some stuff, sir. So
Oh, I can make anything.
So I've heard that it's possibly you are able to carve some dragon's teeth or dragon's claws into arrowheads or daggers.
We got some natural components, see? All right.
And he goes, and he like jumps down from the stool, and like the height that he was at, he disappears behind the counter. And he like comes around to you, and you're like,
Oh, let's see what you got. I'll see if I can do it.
So I take out my my pouch. I've got 8 dragon's teeth and 4 dragon claws.
okay, so what are you looking for? What are you trying to get out of this?
So I would love 2 short daggers made out of whichever of these would work.
Okay.
And then the rest arrowheads. So possibly, if the dragon's claws, if 2 of them can be made into daggers, and then the 8 dragon's teeth, if they can be made into arrowheads, then I'll have 2 dragon claws to spare that I'm willing to use as payment.
Oh, I like how this gentleman works. Okay. And like you see him like, he has his goggles, but like he has a different like spectacle that he like flicks over his eye that makes his eye like go completely. As soon as he puts it over his eye, there's like this like green glow that glows around it, and his eye just disappears. And he like starts to look in at everything you gave him.
Oh, seemed genuine to me. I think I could probably do something for you. You say you want 2 daggers out of these 2 big old boys right here? And then you want 8 little arrowheads out of this?
Yep.
These? These?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you see,
And he like flips it back up.
I like to enchant and I like to make things. You want any metal in them besides the daggers? I can make. You want arrowheads? They can walk around just like my guys over here. Is that what you want them for, or no?
I think enchanted arrowheads would be pretty cool, and so enchanted daggers would be cool. What do you have in mind?
Well, and he flips it back down, and he like flicks it up, and one of the one lens splits into 2, and one goes up, and then the one that stayed in place is like purple, and he's like looking at it, and he like rubs it with his arm.
Yes, that'll do. Yes, Arthur! Arthur, come look at this! And like, you'll see like this square little piece of metal with like a smokestack out the top on like big clunky arms, like this big, just kind of like crawl across the floor and like crawl up onto like, he like puts his arm down, like crawls up on his arm and sits on his shoulder and just kind of like, it's heavy as hell. And it reaches forward, it like starts tapping the dragon's teeth and stuff, and he it makes like a boop boop noise out of its little smokestack. Yeah, I agree. Okay, yeah, I could probably do something for you here. Yeah, it'll be good. Thank you, Arthur. And he like flicks him off. And he flies across and he just went. And he says he can figure something out.
Okay.
Give him he's interested. Give him the next day.
Okay.
He's gonna work on it in the evening. He's probably not gonna you can see that he's got like cups of like coffee everywhere and stuff. So he's gonna work on it. And he could probably have it to you by tomorrow.
Okay.
Something neat.
Okay.
For you. If you give him full creative.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
I would love
Okay.
for you. It sounds like you know what you're doing, so.
So I can make all this for you. Now the rest of you.
Well, wait,
Do you
I've
wanna
got
buy-
one other question.
Oh, more stuff. All right, here we go.
Would you happen to know what this is?
Oh. May I?
Yeah.
Oh, you can hold on to it. This is just him. He's like takes it. And he looks at it. Wow. And he like sits back. He's standing and he starts to sit back, but you see like a stool that's like off to the side. Its legs just go, and he just sits on top of it. And he like brushes back his goggles, and they just fall off behind him. And he looks at it. He says, I haven't seen one of these in a long time. Do you know what this is?
Nope.
Well, it's got some modifications to it. This was a soul coin. Now there was it's still happening in the Nine Hells, if y'all ever heard about it. He like leans forward and he kind of drops his voice. These are usually attached to a soul from the Nine Hells. They used to use these as, they still do. They use these as payment with your soul. And when your payment's done and your time is up, so to say, this is given to the bearer on the sticks. This is how you gain entry. But there's been some modifications to it. I'm not rightly sure. If you'll allow me, just let me hold on to it for the night. I wouldn't mind knowing what this is. It's a sad thing to see, but I'm curious. If you wouldn't mind.
Sure.
So he actually takes and he like goes into his breast pocket and takes out like a handkerchief and like folds it up and then puts it back inside. And so I should have some kind of answer for you tomorrow.
Thank you.
And then he goes, now, does anyone else want to buy something here? We got loads of stuff. Anything you can set your mind on, we probably have it.
So did this man just say that's a piece of your soul? What is that?
Somebody's soul.
Oh my. Okay.
Something for the cold.
Yes,
No.
please. Clothes.
No, just maybe a ring.
Well, I do have, I got you covered, my friend, my furry, feathery friend. And he walks back behind the counter and he picks up like a box.
You got rules.
Kind of like this box. And he like opens it up and he like points it to you guys. And inside there's like, kind of looks like a row like this, but each one of these are rings. And they're like this.
across. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And just rings of the different stones, different settings. These are all magical rings. What kind of ring are you looking for?
Do you think there's something for the cold?
Ah, yes, we have a ring of cold resistance right here, and he picks it up. Now this will give you a little bit of resistance to the cold, if you're gonna tell by the name. And he. Come on, where are you?
Every time I keep it looks like I was hearing somebody calling for someone.
Sounds like a fun.
It's a hurdy-gurdy, is my guess.
It's the song.
Yeah.
And he says these can go. I only have one of these in stock, and I've only had this one for a little while. They go pretty quick. People come in and buy these all the time. Everyone's going north for whatever reason. I could probably let this one go for 750 gold.
How dare you? Whew. Who reached for my broom?
Anybody else? While he's thinking, what are you looking for? What do you want?
What you got for disguise kits?
Well, wearables. I don't think he has any. You have a disguise kit already, but you want something more.
Yes.
Well, it says, I think I might have something for you. Where are? Hang on, I'm looking through my shit. Weapons, ammunition, shields, armor, rods, wands, staffs, rings. All right. Neck. Should be shoulders here, right? Shoulders. There we go. Well, I do have this right here, and he like puts down the box real carefully and walks over to like a little door, and he like pulls the handle and just keeps pulling, and as he's pulling, it's like a wardrobe just coming out of the wall. And he rifles through the wardrobe and he pulls off this cloak. Now this, and he like throws it very lavishly over his shoulders. And when he does it, it's just like a simple like gray cloak. He puts it over his shoulders, and he like closes his eyes, and he flicks it around again. And when it lands again, it's like this elegant blue and red weaving tapestry of a cloak. And then he does it again, and he puts it on his shoulders, and it's like this like mossy oak and stone texture. He says, "This is a cloak of many fashions. Yeah, I mean, you can disguise yourself in it. It could help."
How much would you be wanting for it?
Well, the cloak of many fashions.
Well.
Don't charge him.
125 gold.
I'll give you 20 for it.
You got anything to trade?
Ooh.
Nope.
What?
I mean, I could probably do a deal if you were to buy more things.
Well,
Bring the price down individually for them, but the price overall would go up. But you still get a bunch of stuff.
you see, the thing is that I don't exactly belong to this group here. I only just joined them recently, but I know that they've got the money for everything.
Well, why don't you ask your friends? You don't want to pay for something for him?
So,
What you doing?
do you have anything that enhances protection, sir?
Oh, I got a ring of protection right here. And he pulls out of the box a ring of protection.
What about cloaks? Do you have anything that does it with a cloak?
Yeah, I got a cloak of protection too. And he rifles, and like he has the ring on his finger, and he guys rifles in the cloak. And says, "This will protect you too."
How much do you want for that?
The cloak of protection. 450 gold.
And yours is 125?
Yeah.
That's 575. Tell you what, I'll pay you 450 for both.
say give you a deal.
I can't do that.
And what's the best you can do?
Do you have a bag of holding?
$5.25.
No. If you have a bag of holding, we can tie that into the deal too.
Bag of holding.
Roll me your soul after this, sir.
Hey, you're getting free room and board tonight.
Hey.
I mean, I do have. I got a couple bags of holding. I can have
How much is one?
700 gold for one bag of holding.
And that was.
So that would be 1450 for me.
1,400 total for both.
No, I'm saying with the ring and the bag of holding. Right.
Well, how much is the ring?
Well, how much?
The ring was 750, I think. Question.
1,450.
Yes, what can I do you for, your fellow friend?
It's 1,300 something. Or 2,300 something.
Well,
2,000.
do you have any
Because
weapons?
the quote plus his stuff plus that.
I have some enchanted weapons. And he like clicks. He like clicks a button on the wall, and like it like rotates around in a circle. And
Oh, I thought
there's
you said plus tax.
like a bunch of weapon and armor
Yeah, I'll take 10%
and shields and stuff that are displayed, and they all kind of
So
just
it's like
like
about
give it like a
2,000?
slight shimmer.
Roughly. I need to do the math.
What are you looking for?
Can we whittle them down?
700 plus
Well, I'm
750 plus.
That's the thing. I don't know what would be
What kind of weapon are you looking for?
a simple or a short sword.
A short sword.
Simple or short sword.
Are you looking for a little bit of enchantment, more enchantment, or even more enchantment?
Does the triple more enchantment explode everything?
Okay.
My
Or you
my cloak was 125.
how much was mine? 5 something?
Yours was
50?
No, those are very rare. 15,000 gold.
Along with the ring and the bag of holding. Would you do
Then
a
it was
discount?
124.
I would do a discount for 16,000 gold.
Mine's 700,
It's 2,005.
I want to see the weapon first.
including.
What kind of weapon? Your short sword? Okay. Is that what you were looking for?
Yeah, that's the thing. Is there anything unique?
So the short sword is very elegantly carved. In the hilt, there's like a carving of like a snake that like goes around the hilt. The pommel has 2 little like snake eye, like cat eye gems on the other side, and like carved into the Damascus steel blade is a display of like a curling tongue that wraps around the blade in Damascus. So it's a really, really finely crafted blade, and it's 15,000 gold.
What can you tell me about the sword?
Well, this is a very magical sword. It was crafted by the greatest crafters I've ever crafted with. And it's very magical. It'll give you, well, I'd say probably a +3 if you were going by numbers. I don't know why anybody would use numbers for hitting things, but I would say on a level of scale of like 1, 2, or 3, it's probably like up there, the highest with a 3. Honestly, if you're going on a pyramid scale, it'd be in the tip top.
That's all it does. So altogether it would be
16,000 gold for the bag of holding, the sword,
and the ring of
and the ring of the ring of warmth. Cold resistance. Cold resistance.
You said
16,000 gold.
16,000?
Yes,
that's what the discount.
How much?
that is with the discount.
Hold on. How much were those individual items you just got?
3 things.
No. How much? How much for each of his things he just requested?
The ring was 750.
Okay.
The bag of holding was 500.
I think the bag of holding was 500. I think it was.
500 for the bag of holding.
And the sword was.
The sword was 15,000.
15,000, bruh.
You don't even have 15,000, do you?
Bruh.
Oh, 15.
You need to let the sword go.
Yeah, no. That sword's gone out of the deal. No,
I'm sorry. No.
I mean, if you've got 15,000 gold,
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to give your soul away for 15,000, go ahead. But I'm not giving you
Platinum
shit.
is 20 gold.
I mean, a plus on the lower tier, just barely enchanted, but enchanted enough. I could probably do 500 gold.
For everything?
No, for the single bucket. Is this bird for real?
Yeah, I did take a feather
know.
from
Is
him,
the bird
so...
for real?
And I plucked a
I
feather
don't
from
like
him
the
earlier.
bird.
So with the ring, the bag of holding, and the okay enchanted sword, it's the best, but it's okay. I could do 1,200. No, 1,250. I'll do 1,250. That's 1,250.
200.
I'll do 1,250. It's gonna be 1,250.
I feel like Morocco.
I mean, I can cover the 500 from my bag of holding.
I mean, I was gonna say if we combine our stuff, it's 2,000 flat. Split the difference
2,000. You just said it's 1,200
for his stuff.
Yeah.
for his stuff specifically.
Yeah, his stuff specifically is 1,200.
Oh, okay.
1,200 in a short sword.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
You gonna give me your short sword?
Yes. 1,200 in a short sword, but
1,230 in a short sword.
fine.
And a feather.
That's for a discount on that.
You already lost one. By the way.
Okay. And he took a feather.
Fine.
Alright, so
1,230 minus the short sword.
Right.
1,230 plus what else were you trying to get?
So our stuff combined is 2,000.
Yeah, bag of holding.
Your guys' stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
So you just said a bag of holding is 500, right?
How much was a bag of holding?
Didn't you just tell him it's 500?
So then I read my calculation. Set it at 700 here. Or 750 was on too.
I thought he said 750 for the bag.
That's what
Yeah,
I thought.
750 was for the
750
ring of
back.
clothing.
Why was yours 500?
What? Oh.
Then you,
Yeah.
I literally heard
I
it.
thought you were.
They
Was
used
it-
750 was for the-
combining everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, which we haven't.
Yeah.
Why was yours so cheap?
That's the thing, we haven't asked him for the discount on our stuff yet.
Alright, so what did you want?
So it was a bag of holding, cloak of protection, what was your...
It was the cloak of
many
many
faces.
fashions.
And then something else. I forget what the last name was.
I mean, I just found the bag of holding.
Okay, hold on. Then let's do the math again.
I'm about to look up my Karen spell and be like, look, Linda.
Listen, Linda. 750.
Where is your manager?
Yours is 125.
Why won't you take my expired coupon from 4
His was
years?
125, right? Cloak of many fashions?
Yep. The bag of holding 750.
Yep.
And then the cloak of protection's 425 or 525?
425.
Okay. So 1,300.
Okay. Total,
Yeah.
that is 2,000. 530.
2,530.
Yep.
Then we need to split that 3 ways.
I'm gonna cast Karen and be like, I need to speak to a manager.
I am the manager!
Hey, manager, I want a discount. I just heard you give our little bird friend a discount bag of holding. Why is ours so expensive?
You never asked for a discount.
I want a discount, sir.
I don't give it freely!
I want a discount, sir.
Would you give one for song and dance?
Roll me a
He took
persuasion
feather.
with disadvantage.
He took a feather from me.
Disadvantage.
He took a
With
feather from
disadvantage.
me. That's enough discount.
That is mine.
So what short sword is it?
It's a +1.
Oh, okay.
Oof. Off to a horrible start. Also not so great.
Yeah,
I got a damn 2.
You say 1,300?
You said 1,300 for all of our stuff. But he's talking to you, so.
I'm lumping it together. 1,300 stands.
So I look at you and I say, brother, for Lady Barrymore, could you probably...
I don't know who the fuck that is!
You're a dwarf! Dwarf should know.
That's racist.
But I tell you, if you can take my warhammer and my holy symbol and fuse it together, I'll pay you 1,400 for everything.
That's only 100 to infuse magic items.
Plus the cost of everything else. It's a lump sum.
1,500 got a deal.
I ask you if you'll split the pot.
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Cool. So it's $750 each, and then he owes us dinner
$750 all of us.
for our stuff. I think he paid his.
This is the only ring that you have against
But each of us needs to give up $750.
against the cold.
Yeah, you and I.
You paid all of yours, right?
Yeah.
The 1,230
Room and board.
gold.
1230, yes.
Okay.
And the short sword.
How much gold did you
Now
have?
that one's gonna require
Wasn't
another
it 2,000 and something that we had?
It should have been over just over 2,000.
Yeah.
a
Okay.
different kind of
2,650 plus the 50 he had, so 2,700.
2,700?
You said you had 50 in your.
Whatever you have is fine. I was just asking. Okay.
Just see this little 2.7 Irish pale looking board
Is there anything else against the cold
Just-
that you have?
doing it where I'm on stage. Fucking
I have cloak protection.
He's got some potions.
Just that?
Potions would be fantastic.
Actually, he does not have potions. He will point you in the direction of Priscilla's, which is
Priscilla's.
the alchemist.
While they're going to get potions, can I
Yeah.
go get some cold weather clothing? Just hit them all.
All
general-
give them
the
all.
general store.
No, I mean, I don't know if they need to go or not, but
Okay.
I don't
I'm
need to
gonna
go.
I got you.
with
I got
the
you.
bag
Yes.
to the general store.
Yeah, the general.
I'll
store.
go with that.
600
Yeah, we'll
So
This
maybe
doesn't
you
feel-
guys-
push through this a little bit. I don't want to nothing explained.
This
so
ring
much.
doesn't feel very warm.
You got the ring of
Cold resistance.
well, yeah.
It's in there. It's under here.
Nah, I thought it was like when I was looking for cold resistance, I thought it was ring of warmth. So I was confused with both.
Gotcha.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I can put a creature inside the boat? Oh my god.
Put a beholder in that thing.
Oh
Can I
god.
put him inside here? Oh, I can. Hold up.
What's the question?
No, I can put a creature inside the bag.
Yes, It's kind of like a pocket dimension without being a pocket dimension.
Yeah.
Don't think suffocating that.
And it holds up to 500 pounds
Hold up.
without affecting your encumbrance.
Okay. Yeah, general store. What are you looking
Cold weather gear.
for? Okay, so you're looking for a full set of like furs and like a hat,
A fleece
Um,
jacket.
heavy
Yeah.
stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I can add consists of heavy fur coat or cloak over layers of wool clothing, as well as fur-lined hat, hood, goggles, and fur-lined leather boots and gloves.
Does it give you a price on there?
Yep, 10 gold pieces.
Okay.
It's 5 pounds.
All right, that is the suggested one. Okay.
And then rations as well. I was gonna get.
Yeah,
If they
go
have
ahead and
potions.
double it for old Kirk over here.
Are you getting 2 sets of cold weather gear?
I don't have a set.
No, that's what I'm asking. You said
Well,
double it.
Oh,
You
yeah,
wanna
yeah.
get 2 times what he's getting?
No, like, I'm also looking for a set.
Oh, okay, okay. All right, I got you.
Same as well.
All right, I got you.
I guess
With the rations, how many rations you looking to get?
3.
Yeah, I mean, I have 5 already, so I think.
5 extra for me.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking of doubling it.
Right.
Yeah,
What do you
my
think?
character only has 1 ration, so I have to buy 9.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
sure.
only have 1 ration.
You have 1 day's ration? Or you have
1 day ration. Yeah.
Because it should be quantity 7 or quantity 5.
He's got quantity 2.
Yeah, for me it's also quantity
Yeah,
2.
quantity
Really?
For some reason.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, mine's quantity 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mine's quantity 5.
What are you all looking at?
How much is it? How much does it say for one?
Ration?
3.5. Oh, well, no, for 1. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine
ration
says-
I
is
think
gold-
it's 2
1
GP.
gold.
Mine says 1 day, and it's worth 5.
Mine's
Actually, no, wait. No, I have 10. So.
mine's a half GP.
2.5 GP.
Yeah.
Per ration. Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay. Maths.
Calculator's up. How many want?
So,
I have 10 1-day rations.
10 total.
Times. For each of us?
Or, no, 5, 5.
Yeah, because I already have 5. I was going to get up to 10.
So that's 25 GP.
And then 19. How many do you got?
So you got your cold weather clothes. You got your rations. You got
Pay 15 gold.
stuff being made at different places. And you still wanted to go to Priscilla's for potions?
I think so.
I'm gonna start heading back to the tavern.
Okay.
To secure the room and board
Okay.
before it gets
Cool.
too packed.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Whatever.
Okay. Cool. The rest of y'all want to go potions or no?
Sure.
Yes.
Cool.
Potions.
You gotta go potions?
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay. Cool. So you go to a relatively lavish, very thin, but like 2-story building. It's all bricked, but the wood is like a dark cedar wood. Like it's all the same wood. Doesn't look like hodgepodge. And you go inside, and as you walk through, you get this waft of like incense. And you walk through like these burgundy curtains into a large room, about 20 foot by 20 foot room that has those same curtains draped around the entire area, and it's just like a singular light over top that's just making it a little hard to see inside, but it brings that like ambience, like dark burgundy, like has that smell, and it, like and behind across from you as you walk in, there's a counter with a very slender elven woman with long black hair tied back tight in a ponytail that drapes over her shoulder, wearing spectacles, and she looks up as the door actually dings from the door, and she goes, "Yes, may I help you? Welcome to Priscilla's Potions and Potables. I am Priscilla Penhart. May I help you? We have all sorts of potions.
But please, what potions do you have exactly?
Well," and she snaps her fingers, and all the burgundy curtains just kind of wave off to the side, and you see shelves upon shelves upon shelves upon shelves upon shelves, all the way to the ceiling, stacked with little bottles everywhere of potions. If you have heard of it, you probably haven't. So this may also be a good time to mention that in the chat I posted you all a Google link that is linked to like all the magic items. It's an Excel that I created, and that has a plethora of potions and prices.
Let me take a look at this.
So I'm going to ask for potions of cold resistance, and I'm going to ask if she has any potions of greater healing.
I believe I have several. Let me look. Potions. Potions of what now?
Cold resistance and greater healing, or just healing.
Potions of resistance.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, there's so
potions
many
of-
TikToks. I'm like, which one is it?
Potion of cold resistance. She could do. Write this down. 400 per piece. 400.
400 per piece.
Yeah.
Yeah. Per potion for potion of water resistance or cold resistance, and then potion of greater healing.
Where did you post this?
Yeah, I'm not
I
seeing
don't
it.
think you ever did post that in there, man. If
So
it's
we
on
were
the
talking
Google,
about the Google Drive.
if it's on the Google Drive,
it's
just go
on the
to
Google
it.
Drive, not on the chat.
I posted the link a long time ago, but let me just get it again.
94. No thanks.
Session admins.
Drive. I'm in the Google Drive now.
Caleb.
Wrong account.
Share.
Shenanigans.
Copy link. D&D. Paste. Okay.
Oh, I think I just found it.
Well, shit.
No, I'm glad you posted that because I could not find it.
Yeah, I found it.
Do I have to request access?
You shouldn't have to. It should be anyone with the link.
It says access.
It says request
denied.
access.
Hang on.
I'm gonna.
Let me look. Shenanigans. Okay, that was a copy. Disregard. I'll copy this one, and should be the right one.
Okay.
Because you have access to it. There.
Potions.
There we go.
Yep, it should be like the first page.
Holy
of potions.
potions.
Yep.
Alright.
And you were looking for a potion of
Greater healing.
greater healing?
Potion of fire.
which is the uncommon one, if I'm unmistaken.
Yes, resist the green one.
250 gold. Write that down. Yeah, 250 gold.
Question. Money weighs you down, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's why it weighs so much.
Yep, that is encumbrance.
The regular
Why am
potions
I
of healing?
so obese?
Regular potion of healing?
Yeah.
Where is cold resistance?
50 gold.
Let's see cold resistance.
Peace.
You said you asked for a potion of cold resistance?
Yes.
Where?
Okay.
I don't even see it.
Let's see here.
It's potion of resistances.
And then
That's just part of. It's just one of the ones you can. Potion of resistance. It doesn't specifically say cold, but yeah.
okay. So I will ask her for 2 potions of cold resistance, which should be 800.
How much did she tell you? 400 apiece.
Okay.
Okay,
One of
800.
the yellow
And
ones.
then
Okay.
we will do 4 potions of healing. Should be a total of $1,000.
Yep.
And then I'm going to ask her if she'd be okay with 750 instead of $1,000. I do.
Make a persuasion check.
Can I use a
Oil
1d4 on top of that?
I mean, you can
Okay.
guide yourself. That's fine. Yeah. You try.
It's 12 plus my persuasion is 4, so 16.
Okay. She can do 800.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
800. Looking for anything in particular?
Yeah. The potion of invisibility.
Oh, I see you have eyes for the nicer
Ooh.
things.
Oh yeah,
Bless you.
that's the expensive
Would
one.
you be willing
That's-
to take 1,200 plus this pearl?
Ooh, we did take a pearl.
Pearl. And my notes.
Fantastic. Okay.
How much
12?
for the pearl
12
plus the pearl? I apologize. That will only get you worth about 1,300 out of 2,000 that it is
Oh, how about
cost.
How about 1,200, and I'll trade you a potion of water breathing, which is 400 according to your price chart.
Different shop, different prices. I said different shop, different prices. So the pearl, 1,200, and a potion of water breathing.
Yes.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
Can I give him 1d4? Can I give him 1d4? Guidance?
Yeah, you can.
You add 1 to that. Sorry, there's a shitty guidance.
Yeah.
I guided you into a wall.
3, 7, and 8.
I can knock off a couple hundred gold. So. $1,350 plus those 2 items will get you where you need to be.
Okay. Sounds good.
Very well. Here you go.
Jeez.
She puts in a little. She's very meticulous about the things she's giving out. She has little boxes that are black boxes, but there's like this burgundy like silk that she wraps up and ties it into a little bow on top, and then hands you what you're looking for. And then you wanted. You already bought it, right?
Already bought it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does anybody else want any potions? Anything? You're not there. You're not there.
What is this oil of slipperiness? Is that like lube or something?
It makes
I don't
things
know
slippery, I would assume, but I
know
haven't
it.
looked it up.
Dirty wizard.
Naughty. I thought
I just gotta
the
know.
part was supposed to be the.
What else is it?
Oh man.
The well can cover a medium or a smaller creature.
Okay, I have a smaller creature.
Can you
Okay.
insert them in places?
The plant yield takes 10 minutes. Yeah, the character,
It's
the creature gets freedom of movement. Additionally, gets the effect of freedom of movement spell for 8 hours. Alternatively, the oil can be poured on the ground as an action or covered in 10-foot
It's like
square.
oil slick.
Essentially.
It's like 2 spells, depending on what you do. If you put it on a creature, freedom of movement spell. And if you put it on the floor, it's just a grease spell.
Still recording.
It takes 10 minutes? Okay, that's a little bit long. Okay. That's too much time. That's like for setting a trap or something.
Anything else?
How much was a potion of resistance?
400 each.
400.
What about the potion of invulnerability? Also, what does that do?
That's probably
Is vulnerability? Probably invulnerable.
I would assume so.
1,600 gold pieces.
After 1 minute of drinking this potion, it resists to all damage.
Oh, damn, I'm just straight up invulnerable. Okay.
Not invulnerable, but
Yeah, okay. I'll just do 1 potion of resistance.
What kind of resistance?
The cold kind.
400 gold.
Alright.
So everyone remove the amounts that you paid. She wraps up your little gifts.
I do have
You
a question. Blue Jasper, it was not identified on the inventory.
Okay.
I didn't find like on the managed inventory.
Okay.
Is it like cost different or is just Jasper but blue?
I mean, you haven't got any of this stuff appraised,
No.
so you're not quite sure.
Alright.
Yeah, I guess you're not quite sure.
Then I guess
That's
you
fucking
can
crazy.
avoid my question.
What's that?
If it's like that, then you can avoid the question.
Are you asking her?
No,
Or are you asking me?
I'm not with them. I'm just asking you because since
No.
it's
So, all the gems and stuff you get,
they have to be appraised.
they all have to be appraised.
All right.
Yep. Because there's things that you can add into your inventory that have a price, a cost of like 10,000 gold, which that's not correct for like most of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like diamonds, if you add a diamond in,
No, I was just making.
the price of the diamond that you can add in is more than what. There's different sizes of things. So, does anyone want to do anything else?
Period?
To
Or
buy
just
to buy stuff, purchase things, prepare.
I'm still kind of encumbered. What other options are there?
Can't
What do
you
you
put
mean?
stuff inside your bag of holding? You just
Well, I have a lot of money. I don't think. Can I
No,
put
I
money
think-
in that?
No.
But there is he did tell us there's a shop you can go to exchange your money over to other stuff, which would reduce your weight because you're moving your gold to platinum, your silver, so on and so forth.
Yep.
So we could go do that.
There is money lenders.
So there's a currency exchange.
Yes.
Is there,
Let's go to that.
I don't know.
can we get things appraised there?
Priscilla overhears you saying this and says you would probably have to go to a jeweler's for that. But they, money grubbers, I'm sorry, money takers, they just exchange currency. They don't appraise anything of worth. Other than your coin, which they appraise rather high, if you ask me.
I mean, so we've got. It might be good to go get this stuff appraised, then go to get the coin change? Because if we get it appraised, maybe we can kind of figure out how much it's worth and sell it, which may mean that we end up with more coinage.
Okay. I just might, this coin's weighing heavy on my back.
You know, line.
And she points you to a generic jeweler down the street.
Okay. Are you guys? I mean, you.
But I
guys
guess-
okay?
I'm just gonna come behind you guys. I don't got anything else I need to do.
But I guess I
Okay.
didn't hear any. Merc didn't hear anything.
No, you're in the tavern. So jumping into the tavern, the barkeep extends out 3 keys to rooms on the 3rd floor. Generic, basic rooms, 2 beds apiece. And says thank you. Have a good night. And he says that food is already up in your rooms for you, waiting in the rooms. Yep. So jumping back to the jewelers. You walk in, you see another elven individual female with short, silver hair and kind of like a bob. And she says, welcome to my jewelry shop. My name's Halia. What can I do for you?
We've got some blue quartz and some jasper we're wanting to be appraised. I believe
The
that's
finer
all right.
things in life, I see.
I also have 3 turquoise stones in my bag. If you
I
want.
actually do
So
have
would you like me to look at that?
blue
All right, so what's the first thing?
Blue quartz.
She'll appraise each of them at 5 gold apiece.
5 gold. Why does my app say it's worth 10?
Because that's suggested price.
God
Yes.
bless it.
Wherever you go, there's always going to be inflation, deflation.
This woman's
It's
cheap.
going to be different.
How about jasper?
Jasper? What kind of Jasper? Just Jasper.
Just jasper?
Well, it was blue, I
I
think.
think so.
That's going to be 45 gold apiece.
Okay, that's okay. That I can kind of.
Then I hand her the 3
Okay.
turquoise stones I have and ask about those. All it says is turquoise stones.
Yeah, screw it. I'll take them both. Why not? Cheap woman.
Turquoise is a gem.
Are you saying that out loud?
So like,
Are you saying that out loud?
in my head, I'm thinking it very
Okay.
viciously.
Turquoise is 7.
I'd like to see if she would be interested in buying the quartz, 1 blue quartz and 1 jasper from me.
1 blue and 1 Jasper.
Yep.
She looks them over. She says, could probably do 12. 12 gold for the 2 of these. Oh, disregard. Never mind. I'm looking at something different.
Okay.
Hang on.
Say the jasper was 45.
No.
I'm like,
She can do 50. She can do 50.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead.
I was looking at turquoise.
Look on your
I'm gonna
face.
say out loud what Matthias was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cheap
no.
vermin.
Yes, I'll exchange the blue quartz and the jasper for
Okay.
50.
50 gold. She hands you over a little little box that has it's like that big, and it's got 25 and 25 in a little box.
Okay. Thank you, madam.
Glad I could help. Anybody else?
Negative.
No. You trying to sell anything there, Wizard Man?
Am I trying to sell anything?
Yeah. I mean, you came to a jeweler's. Would you like to buy some things? If you'd like to buy some things, I have plenty of jewels and jewelry.
I'm just trying to get rid of
Get
some.
rid of some of your currency.
I am sure.
Yes.
I don't know. Is it gonna help me later?
How much money are you looking to get rid of?
It depends on how much it weighs.
Matthias.
I have 1,500 gold.
Oh, I could probably give you. I'll give you 2 rubies for 1,500 gold.
2 rubies.
Yep, I'll give you 2 rubies.
I know what you guys think. Will this help me later?
Are they enchanted?
You could
They are
probably-
very fine jewels, my friends.
You
They
can
are
go and get some.
That's not enchanted.
You can get them enchanted.
This is a jewelry
They can
shop, not an
suck
enchantment
into-
shop.
Yeah, gemstones are more like something that you would use to get made into something, or you would go get it inlaid into like a ring and get the ring enchanted, or enchant the ring yourself.
That's what I was gonna say. You may want to ask her if she knows what that is, since it's unidentified.
I mean,
identified.
it's a
No, he's
ring of
identified.
telekinesis.
It's identified.
Oh.
Yeah, he attuned to it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what
yeah,
it is.
Okay.
I'm attuned to it.
The rubies also don't weigh the same amount as 1,500 gold.
Definitely does not.
So that would fix your encumbrance.
That is.
So I could like get it exchanged back later, maybe.
If you sold the rubies for the same price or more.
But never did.
I mean, that's what the pirates did in the
So
Caribbean.
what? So what was? So what about this currency exchange thing we're talking about? What is?
Moneylender.
It's a moneylender down the road. You can give him your copper, and he'll give you gold or silver or platinum or electrum, or you can give her your electrum.
But
and he
that
can
still
give you-
won't really fix my encumbrance.
I mean, it will shove less coins, less weight.
Yeah,
But
that's
then
still
you'll pay it too.
150 platinum.
Yeah. The difference is you can get 2 gems that are worth the same price. Way fucking
Yeah.
YOLO! I'm getting 2 rubies.
Okay. 2 rubies.
I feel like I'm gonna regret that. Actually, what about 1 ruby? I want to see if 1 ruby will affect my encumbrance.
Well, that changes the price a little bit.
You
It's 1,000 per ruby.
thinking in my mind. Bitch. Okay, sorry. Continue. Sorry.
1,000 for 1 ruby, 15 for 2. It's a deal.
Fine. I'll do 2. I'll do 2.
Very well.
I'll do 2.
Remove 1,500 gold from your inventory.
I bet you wish you had that dragon. Oh, he wasn't here for that, was he? Or was he here for that?
He wasn't.
The bard wasn't.
What?
Was
You
he here
weren't.
for the dragon?
Who?
The dragon?
Oh,
Sword?
yeah.
I wasn't.
Oh, yeah.
But the bard wasn't.
What are you talking about? Which
Wait.
dragon?
The
The Stormwreck.
The one-off you did?
no, the one off.
One shot.
Oh,
Where
that
we
one?
all have all that fucking
I was here for that. I wish I had that
Not
money.
any of that.
yeah.
Wait.
Question.
Yeah, I
in the
wasn't here
meantime,
for that one.
Yeah.
should I attune
Yeah,
the
no,
ring?
made off with probably close to
No, sure.
We can say you can do it before you go to bed.
Equals
No,
10,
it's
so
crazy.
86.
Yep.
gold and jewels.
So while they're doing that, I asked her, "Are you able to inlay gems too, or do you just sell them?"
I can make jewelry if that's what you're trying to do.
I'm trying to inlay it in a hammer, so that's okay.
Unfortunately, I only deal with pliable material.
Blacksmith it is.
You good? 1,500?
Yeah, I'm just trying to do the math because when I tried giving 1,500, it was like, no. I have to like convert everything.
You shouldn't have to.
Well, when I
You
did
should
15,
automate.
well, when I tried to remove
How many-
1,500,
How many GP do you have?
Total.
well, total
14,
I have
15,
1,503.
No, no.
Not total.
Just
not
the gold.
Just the gold pieces.
Yeah.
Oh,
60.
1456.
That would be why it won't take it all.
That's why I'm like trying to convert some stuff. Because can I? Will the deal still stand, or do I need to do?
1,500? How many platinum do you have?
I have 2, and I have
that's 20.
2,700 copper.
That's 20 per
That would be why you have fucking encumbrance.
copper.
That's only 27 gold.
The copper?
Yeah, because it's 10
That's
copper
200
to silver.
10
To
silver.
1
That's
silver and
200
10 silver to
Yeah, that's 270 silver, and then that's 27.
gold.
Yep, 27 gold.
Okay, so that'll put me at, hold on, 27
Holding.
plus the 2 platinum. That puts me at 1,503. So yeah,
Okay,
I'd just be left with 3 gold pieces
Okay.
after I travel it all.
okay.
I'm good for a while.
Take
That's
my
what you
money.
like to do. Okay. Yes. Let's hope you don't need anything down the road.
Well, oops.
Deal's done.
Oops. I will
Okay.
trade with somebody.
Is there any other potions or accoutrements or anything you got was one made, bought, sold, looking on, anything before y'all go to bed?
Nope.
Nothing?
Well, I didn't go to a potion shop, so I don't know much about it. So.
My character's gonna swing by the blacksmith and drop off the couple of gems he has and ask if he can put them into the shield too. Actually, not the gem, not the magic shop. That one. If you can put it in the Warhammer.
Denalia's?
Yeah, if you can put it into the warhammer as well. The 3 turquoise stones.
So what is your magic focus?
My magic focus, like what do I? It's a holy focus.
Yeah, what's your holy symbol? What do you use?
Mine-
An amulet?
Yes,
That's what you're having him inlay into your warhammer.
Yeah, it's essentially an amulet.
So you wanted to also inlay what?
The 3 turquoise stones.
3 turquoise stones
And
in
the
there.
Yeah.
Okay. That'll be an additional 25 gold.
Sure. Why not?
Are these just normal rubies, by the way?
They are just rubies.
Okay, cool.
Could I swing by the potion shop or no?
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
And then I'm gonna go back to the tavern and say some prayers because it's late and my character didn't want to walk all the temple.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Do you give a...
So as you guys are all finishing up at the potion shop, Mert walks in and says, I want to take a look around.
So all of these that are in the Excel file are...
Potion? Yeah.
are in the shop.
She will most likely have anything you want. I'm being super generous with
Because
that.
these are worth
Because you guys are trying to get somewhere.
Because these rubies are worth 5,000.
Normally all this crafting takes at least 10 days.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to say about combining the advantage, the animal.
I'm sorry, what are you looking for? Just tell me what you're looking for.
No, I was gonna say potion of advantage, potion of fire breathing, and potion of animal friendship. Friends.
Potion of
Advantage.
advantage. Where do you see that?
Oh yeah, I was looking at the manage inventory and I saw that one. So I don't think it's there. If it's not, then
Potion of I don't know what potion of advantage is.
potion of advantage is when you drink this potion, you gain advantage on one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw of your choice.
Okay.
Within the next step.
What rarity is it?
It's uncommon.
Okay. So what do you want?
It was the advantage, animal friendship, which it's in the Excel file, and fire breath.
Okay, give me a second.
Because and manage inventory doesn't have those 3. The cost. No, don't think.
Potion of fire breath. I could do the 3 of those for 650.
And that's with the bundle discount, I guess. Like everything bundle up, discounted.
Yeah.
650, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it.
Okay, 650 out of your inventory and add those 3 in there. Okay. Does anyone anything else you want to? Anybody else?
Sorry.
Money lenders, anything like that?
Um,
You want to go? You went back to Denalia, 25 more gold.
right.
You went back to your room.
Yep.
Where's everyone else going? It's getting pretty dark. The shop is
I'm
starting
going
to
to
close.
sleep. I'm going to meditate.
Okay.
Is it cool if I do the attunement on the cloak of protection?
Yeah, so anyone who got an item that they need to attune to will say that you take the time to attune to it before you go to sleep.
Yeah.
Good.
And you're able to attune to it by morning. Cool?
Cool. Fantastic.
Okay. Starting the next morning, you all wake up super refreshed. Everyone had food in their room. It was like a potato soup, stew. It was pretty hearty. Everyone had like a little like quarter loaf of bread and a nice big ale next to it in your rooms when you all went to bed. It is the next morning. What do you all want to do?
Pick up my stuff.
We need to go over to blacksmith and over to
The enchanter.
Nalios.
Okay. You wait around a little bit until about midday. You go back to the blacksmith. He hands you the shield and says, "Thank you for the opportunity to work on this. I haven't carved something that means this much to my heart in a while." And you see that it is very. You can tell that he put good effort into it because it has meaning. That they're super perfect circles and just silvered.
Perfect.
Good. Anyone else had anything of the blacksmith, right? No?
While I'm there,
Okay.
can I sell him the longsword and morning star I have on me?
Yeah, sure.
The 30 gold's fine with me.
I just remembered about
What were you trying to sell?
Morning star and a longsword. It's just regular simple weapons.
He'll do 20.
Will it take 25?
Roll a persuasion.
With 1d4 on top.
You got it yourself, yeah.
That is an 18. Plus my persuasion is 22.
Yeah, he'll do 25. He'll give you 25 gold. All right, so Denalias, what was the first thing y'all wanted? You wanted...
The arrowheads and the daggers.
Yes. So the daggers, I will... 2 daggers. I'm going to homebrew that for you, if that's all right.
Yeah.
So I will homebrew that and give that to you. The arrowheads, he says that he was able to enchant them to be 10 of them. Hang on, let me pull it up. That's not the right one. I'm glad I printed these off. I'll tell you what. Ammunition. All right, so how many? There were 10. No, there were 8.
Yep.
8. Okay, so 4 of them are walloping ammunition.
Okay.
And yep, walloping ammunition. 2 of them are +1 ammunition,
Okay.
and there should be only one more, right?
2, 4, and then 2, and then so it should be 2
Okay,
more.
2. There's another +1. Sorry. And there is 1, and he holds it up, and it is the arrowheads are actually on the shafts, so you can easily reference the difference.
Okay.
The one that he hands you has a very fine black shaft with red and black intermixed fletchings. Thank you. And the tip is the dragon tooth, right? Dragon tooth. But like there's carved in it is like a circular, like Moana, like her type of thing, right? On there, and it is very finely, like you look at it and you're like, oh cool, it's like this, and you look closer, it's all fucking really tiny serrated blade, right? Super fucking nice. It is that one that he did is an arrow of slaying. Yeah.
Arrow slaying.
Yep. Now, hang on,
Is that a...
Yep, I'm finding it out right now.
Oh, yeah, I found it.
But there's different types. Should be, man, it's like 152, right? G 152, yeah. Oh, there we go. Let's say I would do this. Do you know what have you seen the description?
Yeah.
Okay. You see how it says any creature?
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you decide
what creature.
by next session
Okay.
what creature it belongs to. Does that seem fair?
Yep.
Okay. Because it's magical, why not?
Science!
So, your warhammer, your amulet that has the symbol of your deity on it. He attached and emblazoned, embossed it, I guess, in the center hutch of the axe or the hammer.
Yeah.
And on one side, it's there. On the other side, it's mirrored, but when you look at it, there's like a shimmer, so it looks like magically mirrored, right? So it looks on both sides. And those 3 that you gave him, around the one side, there's one at the top, and then one on either side in the center. Looks nice. And those are also mirrored on the other side as well.
Cool.
So it's aesthetically pleasing.
Fantastic. Am I able to use that as a holy focus now?
Yes. Yep.
I was going to say it was the point of Mert being the cook of the tower, but
Okay. He gave you a recipe for rabbit stew that he was not making that night.
okay.
Just gave you a decent recipe for rabbit stew.
Okay. Just making sure.
Was there anything else that y'all? I'm trying to remember if there was anything. Oh, the daggers.
Yeah.
I'm in a homebrew.
Yeah.
Okay. The
soul
arrowheads and the what? I'm sorry.
The soul coin.
Oh, right. So he looks at it and he says that he's never seen it modified like this before. However, and he'll take it and he'll speak something to it, and it'll like kind of freeze over, and right in the center, in place of where the skull is like a diamond shape with like a snowflake in the middle. And he says that this is emblazoned with the crest of Auril. Auril, Auril, the Frostmaiden. And as he does it, the whole thing like ices over, like crystallizes, and then it turns back to the soul coin. And he surmises to tell you that he thinks this was a way to gain favor with patrons of this deity or followers, that was meant to be hidden. Like a hidden symbol for whatever is going on with followers of that god, I guess.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. Keep special care of it. I think it still has the touch of the soul. And there is still a tether.
But it's not Orwell's soul. It's someone else's.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Yes. And you're cursed. No. It is a cursed item. No, it's not. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
I'll decide.
Well, on the side later. On the side later.
I'm gonna homebrew that.
I'm going okay, yeah. You got some information about it. Is there anything else that y'all were looking for?
No, I forgot to add. What was the clothing thing? The
Cold weather.
cool weather.
Cold weather. Oh, can we swing by the exchange location so I can exchange all the copper?
Yep, money lenders.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Okay,
I'm not
cool.
sure, but-
You walk into and you hear like a smattering of like coins falling down like a coin star. Like in the background of the shop, it's just loud as shit, just coins just clattering on metal and stuff. And there's a guy in front with like a green visor and like a checkered or like a striped shirt, sitting at the counter. And there's like a window with like a little talk hole out of it. And he's like sitting behind it. It's like a little like a goblin. And he asks you, what can he do for you? Looking to change your money out?
I'd tell him I have 2,700 copper and 850 silver. I'd like changed into gold.
All right, how much copper?
2,700.
That's 27 gold.
And what was silver you said?
850.
Can I also
You
exchange?
might need to put some of that gold into that.
Dude, my character can carry like 480 pounds.
So to change that over, it's going to be 115 gold.
Damn.
So
Can I also
Robbery.
So hang on. So he'll exchange it for you, but there's a fee on top of it that is 13 gold.
Okay.
Yes.
So how much is it total converted?
What is it?
102.
So 102 gold with...
Oh wait. It's not 102. It's 112. So disregard. It's going to be 125.
So it'd be 125 converted, 13 off, so 112 back.
That 10% tax, though.
Sure.
Can I also convert?
Yeah.
So you,
So you. Yeah.
Not bad, actually.
So you get 112 gold, but you subtract. You subtract
it's just copper
13
weight.
13 from it.
Right. It was
So it's so you get 90. 99.
You said it was 125.
Yeah, I was thinking conversion rate. So you getting money from him, he's giving you the 112,
Yeah.
but you're paying 13.
So 99.
So out of that 112, 99.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I was.
It's all good. It's all good. There's a lot of numbers.
Yeah. All right. So what are you trying to exchange? How much? What now?
yeah, it was the same amount. Then it was 850 silver,
Yep.
And 2700 copper.
2700 copper.
2,700 copper. 2,700 copper. All right.
I'm sorry. You're good.
We're
good.
Oh boy.
Okay. Yep. Remove that. Remove all of that, and then add in 99 gold. So remove 2,700 copper and 850 silver, and then add 99 gold.
Why is it different then?
That's not different.
It's exactly the
It's
same.
the exact same.
Oh, 99. I thought you said like you had to gain like 25 when I was 13.
No,
it
it
was-
was the other way around.
Yeah, it was the other way around. It was just, yeah.
Because you pay.
Can I do the same but exchange it for platinum instead of gold? 850 silver, 2700 copper.
All right. So 9.
Well, 99, right? 99.
Same amounts, 2,700 and
Yep, 850.
850. He'll give you 10 platinum.
Okay.
Yep. Because you want the bigger stuff. So a little bit more of a discount.
It's not bad.
You only lost like a platinum, right? Platinum 0.2. Something like that.
Yeah, I can move like the wind now. Woo.
I can freaking sprint. That's how empty my pockets are right now.
In your ruby slippers.
Yeah.
And here I am just strutting around.
Funny
light
thing,
as
you
a
do
feather.
have boots of elven kind, and you can have them embroidered with your rubies, but
Hey.
you know that's the thing.
I thought
I wouldn't be against
had the
Oh
boots.
my gosh.
What?
I thought the kobold had the boots.
Who has the boots?
The kobold from Sumerk Island.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess.
Yeah,
he does.
but the kobold gave them to him.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he couldn't wear them.
Yeah.
Because they were used too small. They're man-sized boots.
Okay. So, is there anything else y'all were looking to do?
Just find some way passage north.
Yep.
Okay.
That's the final thing.
You want to head down to the docks and take a look at some ships?
Yeah.
That's our dump
Okay.
we have to pay.
So while we're
Actually,
heading that way, I'm
Yeah.
going to ask you guys if anybody be interested in trying to listen in on conversations happening around us, or trying to find passage, because I can cast tongues on you. And well, actually, never mind. I can't. Never mind. I don't have that spell anymore. Ignore me.
Okay.
I have tongues. I can cast tongues as well.
Oh my.
I wanted to say.
That's
Yeah, you know what? Dirty bard moment.
I was gonna say. I was about to go even
Mario
dirtier,
did.
but I'm a
very,
chaplain, I need
very
to stop.
suggestive.
Did
Oh,
you
come on,
buy
Jack.
some
You get
general?
one night a week.
Very
There's-
suggestive.
There's a line in a James Bond movie where James says something and the woman in a different language and the woman's like, "James, you're such a cunning linguist."
Well, that's how Mac is now, huh?
Yeah.
So I want to talk to the group though real quick. While we are looking for passage, it may be a good idea for me to hang back, based on what I heard at the tavern. Here's a thought: if we can't find passage, maybe we can pull a little bit of a trickery, and you guys, you can pretend like you're selling me into slavery. And so, if I hang back and you guys go and if you don't find passage, and then we can, pretend like you're taking me north to sell this into slavery.
My character goes, it's against my morals. However, I'll stay in the back. We'll let the bard do it.
Did you bring up wanting passage to the barkeeper or anyone else in the tavern?
When I first talked
to go north when you first talked to him?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll retcon and I'll say that he says that wow, I don't have actual times. Cool. That's weird. That there is, if you're looking for passage to the north, there's ships, but there's also overland, there's stables as well that you can take. And it'll take, let me jump over to this prep. Let's see. 120-ish miles. So that is by ship. That'll take about a couple days. But if you go overland, it'll take about 5 days. But both have their rewards or have their calls, you know what I mean? Ship gets you there faster. Overland, you can be a little more discreet. Ship, it's up to you guys. So there's stables and there's the docks. So I don't want to force you guys to jump back on a boat. Yeah.
Overland would be nice. We're getting kind of tired of being on the boat all the time.
We'll probably find some stuff on the way too.
I'm not a secret.
Well, if we could get a wagon to go on land, I wouldn't mind, given my size and all. But
I'm no seagull, so
I am more. I can always charm the crew of a boat and make it much more pleasant.
If you can't charm them, you can always charge the stable hands too.
I could.
Switching cultures up.
No, not this. This shoulder shrug.
What do you guys want to do? Do you want to go over land or do you want to go by sea?
So
Why not land?
yeah, 3 days sea, 5 days land.
Two days.
Two-ish, a little more, 2 to 3 over sea, but 5 on land. Because the routes that they have to take on the water can't just be like straight up the
Right.
coast.
Why not? Let's go land.
Cool.
I'm
Get
good
much
with
more
that.
work some down.
Cool.
you
So,
fucking what?
so looking for stables over near the Driftwood Tavern and the Beach Leviathan. There are the Blue Lake stables. Let me look here. Locations.
Location.
The Blue Lake stables. There's 12. Okay, disregard. So, looking for the you kind of walk around, and then you find someone, and they say, "Oh yeah, the stables."
Oh yeah, the stable.
So the stables are actually like up here.
Okay.
Cool.
So you see the map, and you see it says like stables. So you make your way up there. Do you guys want to peruse the Blue Lake District, or do you just want to get some stables and be on your way?
I say
I wouldn't
stables.
mind perusing the red light district.
God damn it.
Oh, I misheard that. Okay, no.
As you all are walking,
Okay, I've been thinking that all night, but
as you all are walking,
oh boy.
I need
Roll for initiative.
someone to roll a d20.
That's a 3.
Oh,
Oof.
It's almost
Guess
as
my
bad as my
roll was-
4.
Its turn.
Mine was 7.
It's just not a night.
Mine was 7.
Time for it to have its size up with the
So I had 15.
That would have been though.
Okay.
I would have had 5.
So let me get this. I have to prepare for this, so leave me a second here. There we go. Okay. So as you guys arrive at the stables to talk to stable hands, there's about 3 other individuals who are just leaving the stables and heading on the road. Jackson, you do notice that the 3, as they're loading up, they start to put on their traveling cloaks, and you notice on one of their like their undershirt, like shoulder, there is a simple a circle
God.
with a black like snowflake, like spindles, but it's Jackson wouldn't know, but Chap would. It's like the symbol of the black circle. However, in addition to that, there is a black snowflake in the center. And you just catch a glance at this. You just see it.
Okay.
And you were the only one who see it, actually, because you have the best fucking passive perception. So anyway, you all get to the stables. These guys ride off out the northward direction. And the stable hand there asks, "You looking for some horses, a wagon, something?"
Well, yeah, we're looking for a wagon and maybe a couple of draw horses and a couple of riding horses to get us up north. Heading up there down to Tantown, so definitely gonna need something to get us up there, but nice quick like.
And the guy who talks to you is a halfling. He's got like bald center of his head, and his hair just kind of frills out around the ears and his big ears. And he stable hand clothing, just like dirty overalls. And he says that he has a brother in Brinchander. So it works out for you guys that you can just drop off the cart and horses in Brinchander instead of having to buy it completely. Just drop it off there, and I'll give you. And he writes down the date, and he signs it, and he gives it over to whoever was talking to him. I'm assuming the bard. And he says, "Just give this to my brother at the stables in Brinchander, and he'll calculate the price, and you'll pay it. Simple as that." How many horses are you looking to get?
Well, for the wagon, I'm assuming you're giving us a wagon.
So a wagon, 2 horses, I can do. You looking for any more? You got quite a lot of people.
So I'm thinking, you and me, old dwarf, old pal, we be sitting on the wagon there, and old man, wizard guy over here, he can draw the wagon. And then, the bird, he could fly, so maybe just one for the Peter Cottontail guy over here.
Can I get my fireball ready?
I would say you could fit in there too,
Okay.
in the wagon. So yeah, just two horses in a wagon. Yep, and he wrote that down on the paper too. Okay,
Alright.
and he points you in a northward direction and says, "Good luck. It's a bit of a trek. It's an arduous, not super arduous journey, but there's some bandits on the road.
Fantastic.
Be careful. Seems like everyone's headed north these days." So, as you all load up the wagon with your rations, supplies, cold weather furs, that I'm assuming you aren't all wearing
No.
because it's not that cold.
Yeah.
And you, who's driving the wagon?
Yeah.
Matthias.
I mean, I guess I'll drive it.
Okay.
Dirty wizard.
Matthias sits up front. Everyone else sits in back. Mert's flying along. next to the cart. Yeah, and the horses start to clop, and Kirk starts to play a little bit in his lute as the day continues on, and you head north on your way to Bryn Shander and 10 towns and whatever lies beyond. And that's where we're going to call the session for the night, gentlemen.
All right.
Shopping session.
Literally.
Shopping spree.